I mean, go ahead. Yeah, that's definitely it's a lot.
12 hours, 6-part, 2-hour episodes, and it releases weekly, right?
I don't know if it's weekly or hopefully, because it's a lot to digest too. That's the thing
That's
with
what
when
I was going to say.
it's not like it's 2 hours of entertainment. It's
It's
2
2
hours
hours of information.
constant
Yeah.
information. And
That's the one thing they're doing kind of unique with this one is they're wanting to lean into the different perspective of events, and they're using the letters from people and stuff to kind of give you a perspective of, like, with Paul Revere running through. They didn't even linger or harp on that. That's a well-known thing. But what they did is read a letter from a lady who chronicled her experience of waking up to that, and so, like, all these unique little perspectives I think is cool. But the what takes it so long is you don't want to binge this. It has like an anti-binge feeling because you're trying to sit there in your head, you're hearing these events and you're shifting and you're putting them into order.
I was pausing and having to go back on some things, and
I was watching as I was like doing house stuff and everything, and I would pause it for a second myself because, like, you're trying to like process the event. Even the Battle of Concord, like by the time like they set up, then they have the bridge dispute, and then like the whole debacle of the redcoats attempting to retreat, and then it's just straight into like the aftermath. And like I'm not really worried about how Miss Ann Davis is feeling right now. I'm trying to like envision the reality of this carnage that just happened while this 800 people are trying to walk through a town and just getting pelted from left and right.
So for anyone who's going, what are these guys babbling about? Right, we're talking obviously the new Ken Burns documentary on the American Revolution, which dropped this week, the first episode on KQED, or not KQED, PBS. KQED just happens to be my local PBS affiliate, which is free. So if you can watch it on pbs.org, you can get the PBS app, you can watch it streaming.
Or if you have YouTube TV, it's on there as well. You just have to search it, and it comes right up.
Well, I'm saying if YouTube TV you're paying for, I'm saying for
I'm saying if you have that, it's on there as well.
Mm-hmm. But so this is what I'm looking forward to on it, especially as for somebody who I'm a member of the Sons of the American Revolution. So
you were mentioned in this first episode. Your founding was
the whole. I think they're talking about Sons of Liberty. I think is what they were talking about, which is
the Sons of Liberty and the Daughters of Liberty.
Yeah,
I feel like you can trace your origins. You can trace your origins,
but the one of the ways that they talked about this coming into this all was prefacing on, and I think they even kind of do it in their very intros. They mention the folktale. The American Revolution is what we're taught in school is such a, because a lot of what we do in school is, even though we do linger a bit longer in the American Revolution and in American schools than we do probably in other portions of history, it's still really kind of, here's a couple hit points that they talk about and that people tend to retain, and a lot of it is based in stuff that just has been taught for a while, and it is kind of not 100% historically accurate. It's kind of
fantastical.
It's the story.
Similar to the Bible, they focus on the memorable stories, Noah's Ark, David and Goliath, and stuff like that. But those are just such small parts of like such a vast.
Right. I mean, especially when everyone talks about Paul Revere, right? And when you look at the realities of what that particular ride, for example, he was a minuscule element of it all.
Yeah, it seems very inconsequential, and he wasn't even the only rider.
Right, he wasn't the only writer. There was a female that actually did a lot more. He was actually detained most of the time during the ride, type of thing. But those are the tales that go on. So I love the fact to dig in and understand, and especially some of the root cause. Because it really is a very unique concept that an entire government was overthrown. And it's oversimplification to say, because we didn't like the taxes. That is super
oversimplification for sure.
Right. Yeah.
And the success of this entire campaign was largely due to timing as well. The world isn't just us and them.
There's not instant communication. There's a lot of
not just that, like the death of King George II, the third just being kind of like not fit for the job. The fact that England was like in turmoil without us, due to the previous wars of recent time, due to the insane debt, their local area being taxed like 20 times over. Like,
people wanting to just simply say, well, let's just force them to see it our way.
It was a rough time for the British Empire as an empire. They were doing a lot of restructuring and rebuilding from previous campaigns just to get hit with their extended arm, trying to say nah. Self-governance it goes down like, and dude, I'd be remiss if I didn't say it breaks my heart watching this first episode that starts us off in 1754, and it doesn't do too much backlogging on the colonies. It kind of introduces you to the colonies as well established colonies just right before this, and it gives you some context to the way they operate and move. But the common theme through all of their decision making in the way that these individual colonies kind of came up with like colony leaders that wanted to rebel and all this stuff, and that were willing to fight for liberty, and liberty being so important. It blows my mind to see these guys willing to risk it all. And even that letter that woman wrote, that she's hearing whispers of liberty, and the idea is sounding more and more like something I want, even though I realize I'll have to give up every luxury of my life to attain it. Her not even fully understanding how far liberty goes for somebody, still knowing that it's worth giving up everything for to secure it. And today we have people willingly just asking for the opposite, and it breaks my heart.
When you had at the time, the people were already the freest people in the world at that point.
Freest people in the world outside of Native Americans. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, it was definitely very interesting. And I love it so far. It's great, and I definitely encourage folks to
top tier quality. That's for sure. They've got a lot of good interviews on there with historians and writers and stuff. Some narration. I heard Josh Brolin's voice, so I had to pause. I'm like, wait a minute, that's an unmistakable voice. Who else can I potentially find in here? I recognized another one, and I wasn't sure, so I looked it up. And it was not who I thought it was, but it ended up being Kenneth Branagh, which is a renowned filmmaker and current Hercule Poirot himself. Yeah, just fantastic stuff. He's the director of a lot of real good movies, but he also directed the first Thor movie for the MCU back when they were hiring talent to make movies instead of just having the studios direct them.
Yeah, I was reading this when you were talking at first, and I said, "Are they talking about Red Coat?" I said, "Wait a minute."
We're talking about Redcoats, all right.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen the documentary yet, but I love learning about the Revolutionary War. And like my comment, like I don't think people realize, because the history books don't really tell you when you're in school, but there were how divided some people were on should we do this or should we stay with the empire?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of that, because there was a lot early on. There wasn't, like they kind of talk about at one point. There's a period of time where things kind of die down, and there's certain people that had to keep that were really in favor of separating, that were basically doing nonstop propaganda campaigns to keep the discussion going, till the next time things flared up, so people wouldn't subside and forget, keep the news cycle running, because there was the notion of this thing was there was a lot of people who didn't care, or a lot of people who knew that they were doing very well for themselves and doing those types of this would completely upend life.
Like old girl's letter said, I'd have to give up every convenience of my life I have right now just to chase down this concept of independence.
I can't wait to watch.
They get into some of the stuff with the early colonies, how they weren't all just like separate independent colonies, but they also found themselves kind of like just naturally competing with each other. You wanted to be the best colony, and when they get into the boycott era, where all the colonies are unanimously meeting and coming up with ideas to kind of push back against the British and some of these these taxes, specifically the stamp tax was the biggest one, the straw that broke the camel's back.
Just argue with each other for the sake of arguing.
Yeah, but they and when they were all getting
Establish
together
themselves.
to have these meetings and stuff, it caught my attention. Like they talk about Sam Adams' letters like reaching far and wide, and I'm watching the graphic of like the tendrils coming out from Boston across the colonies, and it stops in South Carolina and cuts to the next scene. I'm like, man, I would have liked to see it get to Georgia, because that's where I'm at. So I'm naturally looking for the Georgia involvement, and they didn't agree to come to that first colony unanimous thing because they were fearful that if we're all seen to be doing this, the British are going to pull out our protection. And our number one concern right now is actually the next attack from the Indians, and we need their military backup for that. So every colony was in a different place, dealing with different things, and specifically Georgia was still vastly dealing with Indian battles.
Well, and that's why that's ultimately what that individual aspect of the colonies, which they were all individual things, especially since you didn't have instant travel and instant communication stuff. So it really was these individual entities that when they did come together, obviously I love the story about basically what, these, and you totally could vision it like at any meeting of men where they have never been there before, almost like instantly the peacocking that starts out trying to, they're talking about the orations and stuff, trying to establish a pecking order amongst themselves, almost like amongst each other. But it really lays that groundwork for why a lot of what eventually gets set up was, and why it's really amazing to look to see today where there's such a dramatic acceleration away. Everything was very heavy states' rights and states over the federal government in the beginning, and it's really interesting to see this concept suddenly today where federal government
being challenged so heavily
trumps everything else. Fuck your state, regardless of what state you are, type of thing. It's really
but look at this loophole right here. Look at this loophole.
Yeah, it is really interesting.
Well,
anyway, just Matt, sorry.
You remember the miniseries? It's one of my favorite HBO miniseries, John Adams, and you're talking about peacocking when they all met the first time. To talk about all that, all the representatives, colonies are always trying to get one better than the other one. They're like, well, why should we worry? Like Georgia and South Carolina, like, why should we worry about what Boston? They're the one that started this shit. Why do we have to, basically?
They definitely were. They definitely were.
Yeah.
And to Taylor's point here, colonial letters were the first social media. That is like the truest thing that's ever been said today.
Pamphlets were big too.
When they get into that heavily, and that caught my attention. I'm like, dude, Samuel Adams was literally an influencer. There's no difference between the way he was looked at, the way people read his words and felt from reading his words, than like your favorite social media influencer. Pick a topic today, like your favorite political commentator, whoever you feel like you connect with their thoughts, their ideas, and they're a thought leader. And he literally was. Every single thing the British did, he came back with a thoughtful, pointed, and very inflammatory response. Yeah. And just like at the time, people would read that and be like, oh dang, we read it today, we're like, oh, how nice and well worded that is. But he was roasting them.
I don't think people realize what a revolutionary he was at the time, like Samuel Adams. Like I know it was dramatization, but there was something called the Sons of Liberty. And like they're all in on this. Like they already saw what was going on the front lines with the Boston Massacre and all this stuff going on. And he was like all in at the start. So you had guys like him and John Hancock. They're really revolutionaries. And Thomas Paine was writing really revolutionary things at the time. People don't think about that now, but it was really
they were firing up an entire mass. Imagine you don't hear anything but birds chirping and axes chopping, and then you're reading the words of a man from far away, and you don't see him. You probably never seen him in your life. You have no clue what he looks like, and in your mind you have this image of this powerful, tall, standing, like indestructible person, probably, who would have the courage and the nerve to say such things against such a large power. Like, think of how empowering that was for these people.
The other thing that's I don't remember it being mentioned here, but the other thing that's important to sort of understand too on how influence really kind of also spreads at this time. So outside of where, the public houses in each community, whatnot, the pubs where people would come together taverns, whatever, people would gather throughout, in the evenings, whatever. There was a lot of hang out and talk and and share stories and talk about these pamphlets that are coming through and all these different things or discussions. Also, the same buildings were oftentimes, the town meetings were held and all these other things. But throughout this whole thing, people that weren't drinking water, when people were hydrating, they weren't drinking water like we were today. Those guys drank a shit ton of alcohol because water wasn't always safe to drink. So these guys are all, even though they
A
had
bunch of
really
drunk
good
burly
tolerances,
wilderness men with muskets and axes ready
they
to
all
fight
have
for their own.
they all have some influence, some influence in the suggestibility to influence, or some inhibition removal stuff that goes on some of this stuff too, that's going on during these discussions and conversation stuff. So it's not really coffee shops at the time. It was the pubs, but yeah, with over a cup of the whatever the punch of the day was, which wasn't fruity, often heavily on the rum. But yeah, anyways, good stuff, guys. I definitely, if you haven't watched it, it's definitely seen the first episode, whatever. Just fine, cue it up. Just understand that they are going to be set multiple 2-hour episodes. So
yeah, there's 5. The fifth episode, they're dropping them left and right on back to YouTube TV. If you have it, episode 5 dropped 4 hours ago in the middle of the night.
Okay, so that maybe they're doing
literally, like, I don't know when it comes out, but 4 hours ago was 3:30 in the morning.
So they're doing one a day, essentially.
Yeah, and then the one before that dropped 8 hours ago. They dropped it 4 hours separate.
Okay, so random.
Yeah, and then it was 1, 2, 3 days ago. So I guess technically, yeah.
But yeah, so you're not going to sit down and binge it all at once. That's for sure.
No, it's a lot, but it's really good. Like I watched a bunch of it last night, and Finn was wanting to go lay down, so I turned it off and just woke up this morning immediately thinking about it. I'm like, man, I need to see where they're going with this. I like seeing how the women played a big part with the Daughters of Liberty, how they got together and they would get in the churches and stuff, and they'd start making their own fabric, and they'd compete, and they would publish who could make the most and this and that as a competition. And the one who made the most was the most loyal to the colonies, was the best representative of the colonies. And kind of not only are they showing they're self-sufficient without needing any British rule, they're also spitting in their faces at the same time.
Taylor, I sort of understand what you're trying to say with all your half-cap blah 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 garbage, but yes, it's why I drink coffee to this day. I refuse to drink tea.
Screw Britain, and I'll have a half-calf, no foam, vanilla cinnamon mocha latte with oat milk.
Yummy.
My beloved Marine Corps was started in a bar. Hoorah! They just had a birthday here recently, didn't y'all?
Yeah, it was last week. It was the day before Veterans Day.
Yeah.
250 years of the Marine Corps.
One. Yeah. Anyways, what else we got going on? I haven't had a chance to watch Landman. Sorry, Mark.
I haven't either. That one I watched with the wife, and I'm very excited to, though.
I know it's there. Just like I know it tells. What did I watch this week other than American Revolution?
Well,
I finished watching Going Dutch.
What is that one?
That's a Dennis Leary. He's an army colonel that gets. He's like Well, they don't demote him, but they stick him off in a base that instead of he's like a combat guy, but the general who he's under doesn't like him, and so he sticks him in this Dutch army base, and they where they make cheese and do laundry. Just it's just like, and people have a different, not the most military acumen, or highest that military acumen, I suppose. So wackiness ensues. Yeah.
Well, I had an interesting experience yesterday. The doctor put me on a new medication. I took it. About an hour later, I was lightheaded and dizzy and had to lay down. And I stayed in bed from noon till this morning.
Wow. Sounds like that was a reaction.
Yeah, I thought I was going to die. But the doctor says, "Oh, well, just don't take it no more." I said, "Geez, okay." He says, "Well, if anything else happens, call me." I'd get up for like a couple hours and I'd start getting dizzy again. So I was like, I don't think I'm taking that again.
Yeah.
I had to cancel my show last night. I was like, I can't do it.
No. No. No.
You watching Landman is like a cop watching Hill Street Blues. Yes, I'm old. Other than
Dude.
the death, that sounds pretty good, Matt.
You know, well, boy, you joke on that, but man, my dad, I don't know about your dad, Mark, but my dad as a cop, that's all we watched in the house was other cop shows. It was like Hill Street Blues, Barney Miller, fucking whatever it was. If it was
The only cop anything that I can recall Pops wanting to watch, much less watching and holding in high regard, are two things. Some of NYPD Blue, some of it. He didn't watch it religiously. The dude worked in insane hours. He worked night shifts pretty much my whole life, was in every little department you can think of, from the DUI task force to heading up SWAT to all kinds of stuff. And when he wasn't working his regular shift, he was pulling special detail. Like, he worked an insane amount. But outside of that, the only law enforcement anything that I know that he holds in high regard is End of Watch with Michael Pena and Jake Gyllenhaal. That's it.
I don't know that my dad held it in high regard. It was just more of like when he sat down in the evening to watch TV, that's what we would watch. It was like it was if there was a cop show on, we were watching that. Otherwise, it's like, oh, okay, well, emergency's on, we can watch that. It was all first responder stuff, and if none of that was on, then I guess we could watch Cheers or MASH.
I'll tell you what's ironic.
Or WKRP.
I'll tell you what's ironic is if you're in rehab or jail, you know what they like to watch? Cops and 30 days, 60 days in. That show. I don't know why.
They show people getting punished, I guess.
I guess. Well, hey, look, that guy screwed up. Well, hey, you screwed up too. You're in here. So, but yeah, I don't know why.
You like what you know.
So, $9 million.
A little bit over, right?
Yeah, I think
every penny counts, even at 9 million.
I think at that point it's kind of significant figures.
Yeah, jumped up a few million at the last minute there. The highest selling comic book in recorded history. Superman 1 in a 9.0.
Yeah.
Everybody buckle up, because here come the new bunch of speculators who will think that their Spawn 1s are going to be worth $1 million.
You know what's crazy to think? It's his 12th appearance. You just paid $9 million for Superman's 12th appearance.
Yeah. Yet Action Comics 2 will be worth like
well, it was probably MBS in a move to try to impress WB for the purchase.
It's probably somebody in Saudi Arabia.
That's who MBS is. He's the Prince of Saudi Arabia.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to buy Warner Brothers so they can have public beheadings. Anyway,
they're wanting
I'll tell you who it wasn't.
In reality, over there, they're trying to put Parks, and he's teamed up with Warner. He's teamed up with Universal to buy it. They're not trying to outright buy it. They have a huge media company now.
Yeah,
and they've bought some bigger gaming companies and stuff. And I think they're trying to get past the Khashoggi thing. But they're letting women drive cars now, and I guess they're like quietly promising.
Car, yes, they're allowed to drive.
Well, that's progress, and they're quietly trying to. I guess they're, without saying it, maybe this is like a silent commitment to not chop up any more journalists.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath
for now.
While everybody's watching,
it's just a testament that all cultures are not equal, and I'm grateful for where we live. And I don't take it for granted. And I hope for the best when it comes to any and all of this stuff. I know y'all have seen all the surrounding rumors with the Snyderverse potential return if the Universal Saudi buyout happens.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
All the photos of Zach with while he's in Saudi Arabia and stuff, and all these people are just jumping at the gun. He's like, he posted a Batman picture, it's coming back.
I know.
But if you look at his account, it's like a Batman picture, a picture of a half-naked chick in his bedroom, a picture of the movie that he's actively filming, like in Saudi Arabia. Like, yo, like y'all don't think for one second that it's this war movie that he's actively making over there? That's not why he's with them. Netflix came out and made a comment that if they do get the purchase, they do win the bidding war, that they'll commit to releasing Warner Brother films in theaters versus direct to streaming.
You know what? It's funny is I've been back on Netflix. Also, just dawned on me, I haven't seen come up in any of my feeds while looking around for movies or shows to watch. Is whatever happened to that fucking Netflix wannabe Star Wars show or movies? You know, it was like you were into it at one point. It was like
Rebel Moon.
Yeah, Rebel Moon.
Yeah, they're on there.
That's
I guess is there an algorithm to the Netflix feed?
Well,
like
I'm sure there is. I'm sure it's based off of what you've watched and what you give thumbs up to. But I mean, sci-fi and stuff is stuff that comes up in my feed. But it's weird. I'll have to go look for it again.
Yeah, I think I spoke too soon. I'm already feeling weird again today.
Let's go.
Well, maybe it's not the medication. Maybe
I'm starting to get worried now. Well, it's all right though. I just was so nauseous yesterday. I had to stay in the bed. Maybe I'm drinking too much caffeine.
What the fuck? Sorry. Something came up in my feed all of a sudden. I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah. Never good. You always got to pay attention to what's going on. You definitely don't want to overdo it and get.
Point out that a lot of people didn't like to show you, so that's an argument. That's a crazy argument.
I
remember them years ago when they showed the CCTV footage from the it's like from the sidewalk in the front lobby of the building where the guys walked in carrying the gear that ultimately they used to commit the act. I'm like, God, it looks like something out of the movie, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What is going on, Jim? Morning to you, good sir. Well, Rob, are you Matt already showed it off where he was just reading it, but is Red Coat a series that you pull, that you keep up with?
No, sir.
It's kind of ironic, being that you're British and all.
Anything but.
Are you watching Welcome to Derry?
I know. Now the Fighting Yank. I got some of those, but no, I'm not. I don't care for the horror genre in general. I like, and I say that with a segregation aspect to it. I'm a fan of the classic horror from a monster standpoint. I like monster type movies.
Yes,
from
I can relate.
As opposed to necessarily people are monsters type movies.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty good. I mean, if you like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things from the people who like that. I'm not into any of that particular lore, and I'm not going to go get into it.
I can respect that. Yeah, I've been making it a point to try to read some comics every morning. So I got through. I'm in the Red Coat, and I'm going to read this one next. It's issue 8.
Rook.
Yeah, that was really dang good.
And I read. Actually, these two aren't bad. It's Undead Iron Fist. Danny Rand comes back to the dead to stop this guy with a Kunlun, and then I'm liking this one. This is the new Captain America.
Yeah, I like the cover for that one.
It's well, what they do is they go to Latveria to try to get these hostages back with the new Captain America. This is like the newer one, and then the original Cap, who just in this storyline has just got out of the ice.
And I think that's the one that has the variant cover for Tron Ares that I'm.
Yeah, if I see it next time I go to the comic shop, I'll pick it up for you.
Kind of went fast. Like I don't look at what's coming out every week anymore, and I haven't since the hurricane. It's kind of fun. I just go in the shop. What's there is there, and I completely missed out because that one's not on my pool list. And yeah, I wasn't able to scoop it up. If you go look, they did Tron Legacy variants back like 2010 when that came out, right? All of them, even raw, all of them are like $80 to $100 variants, and not recently spiked because of the movie. They just, I guess there wasn't a ton of them back then. You know, the variant game wasn't as strong.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah,
I guess like the Tron fan base is like other like cult hit stuff. People want cool stuff for it, but there's not a ton of stuff out there, and they've kind of collected them and held them, and they don't circulate too often. I guess there's not a lot of them out there. But there's the really cool one for the Incredible Hulk issue. Actually features Ghost Rider on the cover, so he's on a light cycle, like if Ghost Rider were to be on the grid and get on a motorcycle, you know. So you can imagine how cool that looks. AR said he saw Wicked for Good last night. It was a little indulgent in its runtime, but otherwise incredible. Obviously, I loved when Christopher Nolan did Wicked with Batman, but nothing beats the original. There you go. I enjoyed the first Wicked movie. I plan on watching Wicked for Good. I doubt I'll go see it in the theater, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. I got the first one on 4K. It looks incredible on 4K. Y'all seen Wicked?
no.
Y'all ain't got on board that train? Good grief.
Yeah, no, I do my own thing.
Burke, not only did I get it, the second that you sent it, I immediately opened it and read it. The exact moment. I was holding my phone when bing, there's the notification, drop down like, oh snap, hit read immediately.
I'm too busy watching documentaries about true crime and World War II here lately.
Tell me about some true crime.
Well, I've been watching this British series called Murder Maps, and it's about they had this one about the guy they call him the acid bath killer. So he was killing these people for their money, right? And he's putting them in and he like just basically admitted all of it. And then like he thought he was real slick. He said, "Wait a minute." He says, "You can't tell him. You can't like convict me of something I just told you about." And the officer looks at him in Scotland Yard and goes, "Yeah, we can." He's like, "Oh well, how about if I'm crazy? Can you do it then?" He was afraid of like getting the noose, you know. And it didn't work out for him too well. He still got hung by the neck until he was dead. And then the ones about the serial killers is I had to quit watching them after a while because it kind of creeps you out. But
where are you watching these at?
On YouTube, they have stuff like Most Evil, I think was one of them. And then like there's some I've never heard of, like an Australian guy that was doing that. He's putting people in barrels and taking their pensions.
Holy shit!
But I don't know. I like the ones where.
Well, we have to pause. Rob just randomly yelled, "Holy shit!" Now I want to know what just happened.
Yeah, me too.
Did you just have like a surprise donation of $1 million into your personal bank account?
That would be a holy shit moment.
Okay,
So,
Martin Simmons.
Exactly. But so I was just going to San Francisco Fan Expo. I was coming up a couple weeks. I flipped through here, and here we see this. This is the painting we auctioned off.
Yes.
During the C3.
Yes.
That's all. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I know who owns it now.
Who owns it?
Our buddy, Mr. Lynx.
Oh, DJ got that one?
Yeah. It's in my home right now still. It's the last item outside of stuff that oddball people are shipping.
Like I hung it up for a while and made sure a lot of home photos were taken on Polaroid in the room with me in it.
It's like I've shipped everything out, and then all of a sudden I'm getting these random packages. People going like, "Oh yes, I was just told to ship it to you." I'm like, I'm fucking done shipping. I'm not shipping anything to this person. I'm not it's getting annoying. But anyways, yeah, no, it's just random. Like I just wasn't expecting it. It caught me by surprise. That's
Oh, you
all.
still have it, Rob. You know that's the same possession.
Well, no, I gotta make sure the DJ knows. Hey, here you go. Here's your picture. Here's your provenance on the painting.
Yeah, Burke was like, just keep it.
Anyway, sorry. That was
no. I like your excitement. Keep that energy.
No, I was going to say before.
Yeah, Bert said, just keep it.
I like watching that stuff where like these guys think they're real smart, and this one little thing just screws them up. You know what I mean? Like the BTK killer was like he'd been gone forever, right? Nobody knew where he was at, and then he came out again and did something, and then nobody thought it was him because they thought he was gone, right? So he's mad that he's not getting no recognition for it. So he goes to his church and types a letter out and saves it on a disk drive, on a little disk, little
floppy.
And he calls the police and says, "Hey, you guys can't trace something from a disk, can you?" And they're like, "No, of course not." So he thinks he's being slick, so he sends it to a TV station. They send the letter immediately to the police, and they track it down to the computer at the church he went to, and that's how they caught him.
No, of course not. That's like when they do they put up those billboards, turn in your local drug dealer for a free reward.
Yeah. Or like they'll say, "You want a vacation to the Bahamas."
Yeah, they show up and it's just the people that had warrants.
Yeah.
I think it's funny when people are like, if you're not a cop, you got to tell me. Like, in what universe is that real?
I like the sovereign citizens ones. No, I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm my own country. Have you ever seen these guys try to argue out of getting arrested? It's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm not driving. I'm traveling. I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
Are you operating a motor coach, sir?
They don't answer that question. They don't answer any questions unless it's toward their argument.
My friend, my friend Big Jeff, right? Adamantium.
Yeah. I just call him Jeff. But I haven't seen him naked. So
well, Jeff is he's a well, I don't know. Anyway, I haven't either, but I'm just what he calls himself. So I
thanks for clarifying.
Well, you can't see him from behind, Matt.
Well, he worked in the sheriff's department in Modesto, I think. Okay. And he's got some stories to tell you about some of those sovereign citizens,
Well, yeah, in Modesto, I don't doubt it. Modesto is in the Central Valley of California, where it's near a lot of the agricultural stuff, where they're a different set of folks than the coast people. How's that?
Yeah. Oh,
ladies
snap.
And gentlemen, no, we
got a new cosplay.
Warlock is with us.
Good morning.
Good morning. I was going to be Black Cat, but I was all dressed in Black Cat, and I couldn't find. I had ripped off the fur off my neckline and for something else, and I couldn't find it, so I had to pivot.
Well, that's amazing, nonetheless.
Thank you.
JSS Brooklyn.
Matt, I'm sorry you were so sick. Are you still feeling bad?
Wow. I mean, for a minute, like when I first took the medication, I'm like, "Oh, this is cool. It's kind of like taking a Valium." Then all of a sudden, I'm like, it's like everything was like spinning. I said, "This is not fun anymore. I want to get off this ride now."
Wow. Yeah, don't take any more of that.
JSS Brooklyn, I am never one to shy away but talking about this. So Thanksgiving is my Super Bowl. It's my favorite time of the year because turkey. I love turkey. The turkey has been ordered since October. I think I placed my order on October 30th or something like that at my butcher shop.
Out your turkey that you were going to slaughter?
No. So you can go to the grocery store and get fucking frozen turkey or something. But
I didn't know how committed you were. Okay.
And I get those because they're like 38 cents a pound. So I'll buy one and I cook one for my pre-Thanksgiving turkey, and then I have one that I'll throw in the freezer for later on in the year when turkeys aren't available anywhere. But for Thanksgiving, I get a fresh turkey, and I get them from a ranch. There's a ranch here in California that has turkey ranch, or they're just literally out there in the fields and stuff, free range, moving around,
Right.
eating natural diets and stuff. And so I order my turkey from a specialty butcher shop that gets them in. So I'll get that. Hi. And I've already gone ahead and like
Hi.
hello, how you doing, Finn? Have a good day at school. 2 days ago or 2 weeks ago, we did the pre-Thanksgiving turkey where I, got fired up the smoker and we spatchcocked it and seasoned it and cooked it. Had turkey, it was good. But then the most important part, I take that turkey carcass and all this, the neck and everything else, and boil it down and make turkey stock.
Oh yeah.
So I made 2 quarts of turkey stock, which is now set aside, and it is beautiful. It looks like honey. It's so beautiful.
I was picturing you in the garage going, all right, give me that turkey. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Something really turns my stomach when you talk about taking the carcass and turning it into broth. It's like,
how do you think stock is made?
no, I know how stock is made. I'm just saying, but to term it carcass, you think
That's
it's
what it
coming off
is.
the road and you're putting it in your pot.
No.
Yeah, I'm with
If he uses the word turkey
carcass you find on the
He
street.
takes the turkey
That's all
cord
you.
and puts
So, anyways, I got two quarts of homemade turkey stock, which I will tell you, it is so good because I had a little bit of taste of it. I'd also taken some of the meat off the neck after I had boiled everything and tasted it. Oh, fabulous! Oh, so good. So that turkey stock is ready. That will.
Rob's been known to take the meat off the neck.
So the turkey with Thanksgiving Day turkey, I'll pick it up on Monday. Then we will spatchcock it. We'll season it. We'll let it dry marinade, and then I will, before putting it on, we will inject it with the homemade turkey stock. In addition to the injections, we will use a compound butter underneath the skin of the breast and thigh. So I work the skin off so I can, while it's still on, attached partially, I can season the meat underneath the skin.
My mom
and
does
then pull the skin back, because the skin helps retain moisture and everything else. But also, not a lot of people will take. Some people will eat the skin, some people won't. So this way, the meat is seasoned as well too. Then when we do to serve it, of course, I will. I remove the breast whole. You don't slice that shit of slicing breast meat off of a turkey while it's all there. That's crap. You're not how it should be done. So we actually remove the breast whole from the meat, and then we'll slice it while it's all, keeping it together, so that way we can slide our knife under, pick it up, and when we platter it, it still looks like a whole breast on the plate, but you can just pull off slices from it that are already pre-sliced.
What do you put inside of the turkey to flavor it?
Turkey stock. I inject
inside the
meat itself. Oh, we spatchcock it. There's nothing in the cavity.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if you did do that, I would use normal aromatics, celery, onions, garlic, carrots type stuff. But we're not doing that because we're spatchcocking it and smoking it over a pecan.
Oh,
okay. I think about smoking it this year, our turkey, because we're still waiting on the gas line to be put in after 2 months at our house. Probably use the electric smoker on it. So would you recommend to do that?
Absolutely. But if you're doing a turkey over 14 pounds, you absolutely should spatchcock it for 2 reasons. Okay. One, time. It's going to cook faster. It's going to cook more evenly. But when you cook a bird over 14 pounds, if you're doing it whole, if you're doing it at low temperatures, what ends up happening is poultry by nature has bacteria on it. And you end up holding that bird at the incubation temperature too long. So the chance of foodborne illness on if people who cook a 22, 25-pound bird and they're doing it whole and they're doing like an 8 to 10 hour cook, there's a long period of incubation that occurs, and you have higher chances of foodborne issues that could occur. Not saying that they will, but yeah. So it's generally considered safer to at that point spatchcock it and do it. And it, like I said, it cooks much faster. And then with the different temperature profiles, even still, oftentimes the legs and thighs will cook faster. But with it already spatchcocked, it makes it really easy. I can come right out super quick with my knife and just quickly do a quick slice and take the legs and thighs off, remove them, and put them like in a oven or an ice chest or something, wrapped up to retain their heat while the breasts continue to cook the rest of the way. That way you don't dry out anything or overcook part of it.
Well, that what you were talking about with the compound butter, making the compound butter, putting it under the skin. I watch a lot of cooking shows. I've seen Gordon Ramsay do that trick. He puts the butter under the skin.
Mm-hmm. What kind of butter you put? Are you putting a compound butter? You said maybe some thyme in there and garlic or something. What are you doing?
I have a poultry seasoning that I mix in with the butter and olive oil. Okay. Yeah. Brooklyn, what was your optimal time in mind for temperature? Time will always vary depending upon. I'm a big believer when it comes to smoking. There's no such thing as time. It's cook it till it's done. But in general, a spatchcock turkey in the range that I usually cook of 16 to 20 pounds, it's going to be in the neighborhood of roughly about 3.5 hours spatchcocking it. But the turkey can sit there. Like poultry is great in that it doesn't have to be piping hot. It's better if it has a chance to rest, especially in a thermal chamber. So I have no problems planning for 4 hours and letting it, do the thing. I usually cook it about somewhere between 280 to 300 degrees, a little bit on the higher side.
Sorry.
Yeah, I saw, because I want the skin to crisp up some. If you cook it there's not a lot of fat inside of a turkey that you're trying to render like you are on a beef, like a brisket or something, where you're doing this at a really low temperature. So doing it at a higher smoke temperature is actually better for, again, from a food safety standpoint with poultry, but also it's going to get your skin to crisp up better. Yeah. So you have a crispy skin instead of a floppy, soggy skin.
Yeah. Rob, if I may, I'm going to take the topic off of turkey for a second.
Thank you.
Sure.
Put it on cranberry sauce. Is it from a can or is it handmade? Homemade?
I personally am not a fan of cranberry sauce. However, we have made last year we experimented with a cranberry barbecue sauce to serve as a side with the smoked turkey.
How'd that turn out? Are you going to do it this year?
For those people who liked cranberry, they liked it.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark? Do you have cranberry sauce, or do you have a jar thing?
I don't do either.
Really, Matt?
I work every Thanksgiving.
My mom makes her own.
Good. All right. That's my mom used to make her own too.
I'm running around taking care of animals every Thanksgiving, racing around trying to just pop into family events long enough to say that I was there, so that it doesn't seem rude.
You jump in and say, "Quick, take a picture."
Back and forth to work, to different houses, and back and forth. It's a busy day for me.
Do you give any turkey to the dogs?
No. If you were to bring me one of your beloved pets and give me instructions on how to take care of them, I definitely would not feed them foreign food that doesn't fit their diet, out of respect for you and your pet.
Yeah, and probably your carpet.
And I would not want to have to deal with that.
Yeah. I always did give mine whenever I did smoked turkeys or chicken, but it was always about 2 tablespoons worth max that was added as just because they didn't have it on a regular basis type thing.
Mm-hmm. Just changing up dog food to dog food brand can cause I have to have a stomach adjustment. That's super normal.
Actually, that was usually the biggest thing, was after I would make the stock on any of those things. That's usually the dog's favorite part, because that's when I didn't pull all the remnants of the gizzards and the hearts and the neck meat and
the
stuff
carcasses.
off. That would then become the the meat, a lot of the meat that the dog would get.
I had a dog once that my dad let his bowl of chili get a little too close to where the dog could get it. And the dog ate the chili, and that was a nightmare. I'm gonna tell you right now.
All I remember,
Well, later on, it was a nightmare because, like, you don't want to know what was coming out.
I had a set of dogs, or my first 2 basset hounds. One year they broke out of the area where we had them secured during the holidays, and they apparently got to the Christmas tree and they had eaten some of the ornaments for some dumb reason. And so on the next day, the dog was at daycare, and I looked at it, was, what the hell did your dog eat? And I was like, oh, well, I think they might have eaten a Christmas ornament or 2. And he's like, well, that explains that explains all the glitter.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Yeah, I had a family dog that my mom had a huge bowl of M&Ms out for Christmas. You know, the red and green M&Ms, like a huge bowl of it out, and my dog, she didn't realize, could reach the bowl, and she was like a golden retriever, and she ate the whole bowl.
Oh my God!
M&Ms, and then my dad came home right at that time and was like, "What's going on?" And he looks at the dog, looks up at him, and like looks down and throws up all over his shoes.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's
Great.
probably good that he threw up though, because like they can really kill a dog that much chocolate.
well, it takes a
I know.
lot.
That's right.
That's
much
a lie.
chocolate for a dog that size is not of that type of
Yeah.
chocolate.
That's a myth that came out of nowhere like 15, 20 years ago.
Oh really? I thought
It's
it
one of
was
the things that it's true that chocolate, and especially
Drinking too much water can kill you, but think of how
Yeah.
much water you have to drink to kill you.
Okay.
That's
most
I
chocolate
believe
that
that
people
myth.
have most chocolate that people
I
have
believe it
laying
too.
around is not possible for the dog to eat
it's
enough.
1 ounce per pound of pure cocoa. So if you have a dog that's 20 pounds, you need 20 ounces of pure cocoa for it to start hitting levels of toxicity. I believe that myth just because I heard it, said
Well, I did
numerous
too.
times over my life. And when I was with my job, one thing that happened is this lady came in with a dog that she had, and the dog was like almost 20 years old. And when she'd bring it in, she would bring in chocolate cupcakes. So if the dog was staying there for 5 days, it would have 5 chocolate cupcakes, because every morning after you wake up, you take the dog out and she would give it a chocolate cupcake. Did this for this dog's entire life. And I asked her, I'm like, isn't chocolate bad for dogs? And she had never even heard the myth, the lie. And I went and looked it up. I'm like, okay, so this is just a totally fabricated at a left field thing that just came up. And I don't know how it started or anything, but it's absolutely BS. Feed your dog all the chocolate you want.
Okay. Well, I guess it's kind of like
I
the
don't know
same
if I
thing.
go
Like, they say, you can't die from smoking marijuana. You'd have to smoke so much at one time. It's humanly impossible.
it's really
Have
at that
you
level.
tried?
If you're
Not
feeding
yet.
the dog,
I'm
you're
just
feeding
kidding.
the dog pure
I'm just kidding.
cocoa or something like
That's different.
it's different. But when you get it watered down to the point of what
Like
this
milk
is
chocolate.
Just
milk
like a
chocolate,
cigar or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's different, and that's what they talk about. Like even because I remember when my dogs got into the Halloween bowl, and I came home and there was wrappers all over the place, and there was dog shit. There was dog shit all down the hallway. I mean, it'll definitely give them an upset stomach. It can make them not feel well and stuff. But I remember I was so mad initially. I was like, I took them outside. So I don't care if you guys die. You're waiting until I get the house cleaned up before I take you to the vet. And then after I cleaned up the house, I went online and I looked before I went down to the vet to go see, do I really need to take them to the vet?
Yeah.
And that's when you go like, okay, no. If for this, like for a basset hound, they would have had to eat.
Keep them hydrated. That's all.
Yeah,
You mean I've been lied to by movies and TV my whole life? Oh, the hell you
yeah,
say?
a little piece is
No,
gonna do that,
even
for
worse,
sure.
Matt, you were lied to by yourself, because movies and TVs are not the ones that spread that
Well, I
rumor.
remember
It was
watching
just
the Big Bang Theory where their dog, they were watching somebody's dog and it ate a whole box of chocolate. They go, oh my God, the dog's
yeah,
gonna
but just
die.
think that wasn't the first time you heard it. It wasn't the first time any of us heard it. Where did the Big Bang Theory hear it from?
I
That's
also
been
heard it in movies like, oh, don't feed your
That's
dog chocolate, or I've heard people tell you
that's
that.
one of those just random old wives'
Yeah.
tale like that.
Yeah.
That's a great example of. I mention it often. Like how
It's
like
based
it's
in
important to
truth,
test your epistemology. Like, why do we believe what we believe? What do we take for granted that we think we know, but we're just repeating? Like, I'm guilty of it.
it's based in there's an element of truth to it, but in practical application, it's not. It'll just make a mistake. Even actually, the article I was reading was even talking about that. If you want white chocolate,
the darker the chocolate, the worse.
Yeah,
it is
so white chocolate's like one of those things where like you can actually, yeah, if you want to give your dog a treat, go ahead and give them. You can give them white chocolate, but they cautioned it probably wasn't the best idea to give them a taste for the sugary, all that sugar and stuff and everything else that isn't necessarily good for them. Consider you always have to remember their size and mass compared to ours. So giving them a piece of chocolate with that much sugar content that's in American candy or something that's, even this size to you or me means nothing, but to a dog, especially if you have a small dog, that becomes a completely different ball of wax. And that's,
you got to be more careful with what fruits and stuff you give to dogs.
yeah, true.
I've heard that about like onions and stuff too.
Grapes, right?
So
Or something. You can't feed them grapes.
Onions,
No,
grapes.
I think we can have grapes. I think it's blueberries or blackberries. One of the berries. I don't know.
Grapes are generally a no. Grapes and raisins are generally a no.
Okay.
Most of the dogs I've ever owned hate fruit though. I had my dog Bo that died a couple of years ago, Australian Shepherd. If you handed like a carrot or like a strawberry or something, he'd put it in his mouth and spit it out and wait for something better.
But if you take him to a dumpster, he's going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you remember the crazy stuff we used to think about, like what we thought were true before the internet? Like everybody thought Marilyn Manson had 2 of his ribs removed so he could
Yes, the self-indulge.
Yeah, I heard that too. Got that all the way up in Wisconsin.
And now that the internet's around, the myths have only gotten crazier.
Yeah. Yeah, there was the Marilyn
because
Manson,
people don't
the Richard
take
Gere. Oh, and then don't forget, of course, don't forget the Marilyn Manson was the kid from Belvedere or something. And,
no, it was Wonder Years. The best friend's neighbor on Wonder
Years. You see the different stories there, even there. So there you go.
Yeah, and we just believe that's true. This kid in high school told me that. So
what's that?
I feel like the crazy rumors have only gotten worse, and people's willingness to know the truth has gone down. Because there's more conspiracies and rumors. As a full-fledged fan of conspiracies, I'm wearing my Failure Force OG conspiracy shirt right now, Pyramid Scheming, from failureforce.com, where you can go there and buy your own Pyramid Scheming conspiracy shirt, or go buy the Cancer Sucks t-shirt, where all the profits from that shirt for now till the end of time go straight to Comics Curing Cancer. But no one wants to know the truth. No one wants to know if something's true. So they hear something. If they like the way it sounds, they accept it. And then worse off, they start repeating it.
What about the Saved by the Bell guy, Zach? I heard like that actor died, or like that was a big rumor back.
No, he was on the new version of the show.
Yeah, he's definitely alive. Dustin Diamond passed away. The actor who played Screech passed away.
Yeah.
But not before he became a porno star. So
yeah,
good for him, man.
Shout out to his legacy.
But like the one other thing, it's not just the conspiracy thing. But like when I watch a video now, I'm like, I'm so like now I have to like double check. Is that AI? Like when we had this horrible tragic thing happen in Kentucky a few weeks ago, where this truck UPS plane crashed near the Louisville airport.
No, it was
the first time I saw it, I'm like, this is AI. Come on. I mean, I actually went there because you never know anymore.
Mm-hmm. It was horrendous. To watch that, it looked freaking horrifying.
Did you see, Matt, the conspiracy stuff attached to it? Just the not like anybody's intent to crash it, anything like that, but just the crazy coincidences attached to it with like the model number of the plane, the years it's been since it was out of public commission. The number of fatalities and all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of strange coincidences that all those numbers. If you're into numerology, the conspiracy stuff, there's a lot that connect it to a previous event from about 24 years ago.
What event was that?
Mm-hmm.
Mark, what event was that 24 years ago?
9/11.
Oh, Whoop, Georgie.
Yeah,
Oh, speaking of Georgie,
before, Mark.
Madam, are you watching Welcome to Derry? Because these
No,
fine gentlemen.
Sorry, I'm not.
Oh, Matt is, aren't you? Matt's
I
watching.
haven't watched episode 4 yet, but I've been incapacitated, so.
You've been high as a giraffe's ass.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Highest groceries.
Never heard that before.
All right.
You're not watching it yet, Steph?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, fill us in. What have you been reading or watching? Not sculpting. We'll get to that later. Reading or watching.
I've just been sculpting, basically. And then I've just been listening to music on YouTube, pretty much.
All right. Give us this week's playlist.
Yeah,
Let's see what kind of week you've had, what kind of mood you be in.
All right. I'll tell you what kind of my playlist looks like. It would be like Imagine Dragons and Hosier and a little Jane's Addiction. Let's see here. Lady Gaga.
Pronounced Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga.
Stephanie, otherwise known as.
Wife of Lord Gaga.
And then after that, I think I did a little CeeLo Green.
Oh, I ain't heard his name in a while.
Yeah. I like his crazy song.
Does he have another song?
And Sia. I like Sia a lot too.
Sia?
Sia, is that right? Or is it Sia?
She's like the Chris Stapleton of the pop world.
Mm.
Like where she wrote music for so many of the big hits that you know for
Oh,
other
really? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then she kind of went and started doing some performing on her own. You know, Chris Stapleton wrote, like, everyone will know tons of songs Chris Stapleton wrote, whether you like country or not.
Yeah.
Because he, you know, that's
the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
but she's fascinating because she always covers her face or whatever. And she has this little girl dancing for her who was on the Dance Mom show, Maddie. And she's like a super talented dancer. And she's dancing to her songs. And there's one with Shia LaBeouf, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, where they're doing the interpretive dancing in the cage. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was watching a lot of that yesterday. Because
he
portrays that great. He was a great
a very eclectic playlist this week if you want to hear about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Rich Girl by Hall & Oates.
That's a good one. Hall & Oates in general, I like a lot.
She Drives Me Crazy, The Fine Young Cannibals.
Do you ever watch Daryl Hall's YouTube channel?
Yeah, I watch it all the time.
I love it. Yeah, we're just jamming in his house.
And then it goes from She Drives Me Crazy by The Fine Young Cannibals to Over the Edge and Rocket Queen by Guns N' Roses and LA Guns, respectively. And then I was listening to Warren Zevon, Lawyers, Guns, and Money. And Creeping Death by Metallica. And then I went from that to listen to Sade, Smooth Operator. And then I listened to Jump Around by House of Pain. Sublime, Santeria.
Ooh, I love Sublime.
Still by Van Halen. Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution by AC/DC. And Dear Mr. Fantasy by Traffic.
Some good ones on there.
That was my reading, my comic. I like to make a playlist every morning when I'm reading comics, and that was it today.
George, congratulations on your first slab.
All right, I just got the last piece of thing I need to box up. I needed to get supplies, right? For this. This is the Michael Rushbrook piece, Rob. You know, Rushbrook's local, so this is like the one art piece that was in the art book that I actually had in my possession. And I'm like, all right, no big deal, because like I'm perfectly fine with bidding on this and winning it, so I don't have to ship it.
Yeah.
And then the bid went higher than I was willing to pay, and luckily Sector won it. So I'm like, as soon as I get some shipping supplies, I got you covered. So I waited till I got that piece from DJ that he sent me from Links and I carefully opened it and just repurposed all of it. That's how it's done, folks. Save your shipping stuff.
I got my C3 yesterday from Rob by Lockwind by Rob there, the sketch card with Gambit and Jubilee, which is beautiful.
Yeah, it was nice.
White chocolate, how are you doing this morning?
I like the packaging he has for it.
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
This little box, like a little thing, and it's got like a magnet that closes it. It's really cool.
It's a premium experience.
Yeah. I'm going to get like a little easel to put the card on and display it up here on my shelf.
That's cool.
Not sure I'll be able to stay on long. I'm actually technically working, and it's a new job, and I can't get fired quite yet. So,
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
That's a
They work
comfortable-
for you, Taylor. Power to the people. I've got your back.
Thanks, buddy. That's called socialism.
I know. That's why I was encouraging you.
Big enough pie, Mark. We can all share it.
I want it. I want the crust.
You are crusty.
I am. I'm trying to be consistent.
What's on
Taylor,
your
what have you watched since you're not here long? What have you read, watched, or what's your soundtrack from this week? If you're
I tried reading that comic Echo and it turned me off to all comics ever because it was so goddamn horrible.
the Daredevil character Echo,
Yeah, they had a one shot that came out.
who would
the
have
Marvel
bought that
Voices last
expecting
week.
it to be good?
It's awful. I've been listening to a lot of Genesis lately.
Okay,
Yeah, that's right, Rob.
that's a
And
mood.
John Prine, who's like an old country folk guy from
John
Chicago.
Prine's a legend. Love
Yeah.
that guy.
And I've been watching Pluribus. Like I've been touting its praises every week, but I'm an episode behind. I did not see last night's yet.
I gotta
I saw
check that
Little
What
out.
did you
Land
say?
Man.
What's the name of it?
What's up?
What's the name of it?
Oh, Pluribus. It's on Apple TV.
Like the
Pluribus.
Latin
It's
word.
Ray. Can't remember her last name from Breaking Bad. The Kim from Breaking Bad is the main star of it, and the entire planet has basically been taken over by an alien virus, where they're all now a hive mind pod people, and they're all very happy, but
So
they
the
don't have their
COVID
own free
pandemic.
will.
It's going to happen to humanity. I understand.
Yeah, and she's like the crankiest human alive, and has no real skills other than writing pulp like slush fantasy. And so like she's trying to figure out how to save humanity while drinking herself into a stupor every night. So I can relate.
Ooh. Awesome.
So
That's pretty loaded.
I saw Burke here drop this, contemplating getting a purple label for a book I really want, but I'm torn. Burke, are
So
you
is the
talking
book.
about? Are you talking about the purple label 0.5 Superman #1 that's up on IG for
$32,000.
$38,000?
38. There you go.
So cheap. What
I say go for it. You know what? It's a bargain compared to $9 million.
If you're not going to sell it, who gives a shit if it's purple?
I own one purple label that I willingly bought as a purple label. It wasn't this year. It was last year's Heroes Con. I was shopping for I needed 2 issues of the original run of Hulk, number 2 and number 6. I think number 5. But I was looking for number 5 because I wasn't wanting to drop number 2 money. But I found a number 2 in a purple label, and I looked up what was wrong with it. It had color touch, and I haggled the guy down so low that if I bought this purple label, cracked it, had the color touch removed, and got it graded, or even if I got it graded at a blue label at a 1.5, I still was making money. So I'm like, that's an obvious get, but it looks great with the purple label because it's the first green Hulk, and it just kind of fits.
Nice.
It don't bother me. I got the first appearance of Falcon. That's a purple label.
A
And
lot
it
of
also
like
was a gift, so it didn't bother me. I don't care. It's got
It depends on why it's a purple label. If it's saying like first appearance of Reverse Flash, but it's missing the page of his first appearance on the inside, like that kind of takes the piss out of it.
a lot of like creators and artists and stuff buy purple labels and like hunt them down. It used to be kind of the
Yeah.
thing, and now it's like
It's still the thing.
well,
Like you
it's a stig-
see,
now
like
it's a
when
stigma
like
amongst the general
Liefeld was showing
collecting
off those
population.
collabs he bought, he's like, "Oh, I just got this X-Men one," and like they're all purple, all of
Yeah.
them. Oh, color touch, man, the color touch on an old book don't mean next to nothing for me, especially knowing like depending on the color touch. If it's just something minor, man, you can send that to somebody to have it corrected if you ever care to, kind of thing. But the money that you save on it, it's irresponsible not to get it, I think.
I saw, and hey, Mark, I'll send this video to you. Swaggle he had a
I don't
short
want
on Instagram. Did you see the one where I'm talking about, where he's talking about that 9.0?
Mm-mm.
Superman 1, he points out like all the things that are wrong with it. I thought it was wild to me that you can't afford that book, but you're pointing out all the flaws in it. But okay.
Yeah, you always have the people that are going to critically judge the grading companies, which I think is a fair observation to make. And especially with some of the controversies that they have, but they grade Golden Age stuff differently than they grade modern stuff, which I don't think
Yeah.
is what they should do. They should grade them via the same scale. Like if I don't think that it would ultimately really affect the values of them if you knew that they were all graded on the same scale. Like
But they definitely grade older books like that on a curve, though.
yeah, major curve.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that the grading should be consistent. You should grab your Overstreet price guide. You should look at the breakdown, and every company should be grading off the same scale to the best of their ability.
Well,
I'm not opposed to the idea of AI once overing the books, how they were talking about that. And I still think there needs to be human confirming or denying kind of thing, but I guarantee you'd end up ultimately with more consistent grading.
do you ever look at the old price guides, like
Of course.
what they used to be like? They have a book here. I'll look it up.
I've got numerous old Overstreet price guides in arm's reach.
For one, let's look up what Hulk 181 used to go for. All right, hold on.
What year are you on, Matt?
This is 1994. This is from 1994 from Hero Illustrated.
1994 Hulk 181 would be about a $600 book.
$260.
For a near mint?
It didn't say anything about mint. It just says
Oh, yeah.
$260.
You got to get
Let me check my comic book collector.
Let's check that. Let's check that
I
one.
will. Which I got along with How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way.
Let's see what we got here. I think Hulk is in the H's.
This is January 93, so I'll see what it's going for.
So if you can find me, you have to sky. I got the Wicked music stuck in my head. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Indiana.
It's a percentage. That's the problem, JSS. It's a percentage of the value of the book.
Hulk 180, it's saying go from 75 to 90.
Are you saying you got both?
And Hulk 181, it's saying 300 to 350.
So here's Overstreet from. I grabbed a new one here. This one is the 2023. It has 180 in a near mint. Now this is near mint 9.2 or better. You know, this isn't every single grade, but 2,500 for 180 and 12,000 for 181.
Wow.
There's just a couple years ago. I think that book stays pretty consistent as of right now. It has a very good to find at 24 to 36. That's definitely accurate. Rob can attest to that.
I can attest to what now?
A 4.0 to a 6.0 range being between 24 to 3,600 of a 181 for the fair market value of a 181.
It's definitely it's just come down. It keeps coming down actually. Because I know that like I had paid for my 5.5, but I was looking at the other day the 5.5 they were down. Where's my fucking? Why the hell would I want to do? Just log me in, you stupid piece of shit. I haven't figured out why it is cover price keeps logging you out.
It never leaves you logged in. All right, let's see what year this one is. All right. This is, so that one I just read was volume 20, 53rd edition. Here's the 14th edition.
All right. Oh wow! Now cover price is starting to give you a breakout of the Hulk 181 with no value stamp in it. Interesting.
As they should.
But so the
So
regular,
I would gladly have own a copy. I don't care if it's got a value stamp missing or not, purple label. I don't care.
Mine's luckily complete.
so between let's look at 4 is starting around. There's a $1,750 sale on a 4.0 a couple days ago. There was a $16.99 sale on a 4.5 a few days ago. At a 5.0's around 2,100, and then 2,500 for 5.5.
You ready for this, Rob? In 1984 edition,
Was it like $400?
Incredible Hulk number 180, listed as the first appearance of Wolverine.
Sure. Yep.
Give me your guess. We're going near mint price only.
$250.
1984 to 85. Matt, what are you guessing?
On what?
180, not 181, 180.
170.
T-Dubs, you got to guess. Steph, you got to guess.
For 1984.
1984 to 85 edition.
Oh,
No, wait
Actually-
a minute. I didn't know
Well,
that.
let's just switch this up. Let's just do 181.
All right. Well,
What do y'all
I'm going to
think?
start over because I didn't know it was 84.
84 to 85 edition.
I will say
$90.
$35.
I'll go on the high side. I'll go up to 110 for a 181.
I don't really know, but I'll just play. So I'm gonna
$20
say
bucks.
I'm
20 bucks.
100 and
$6 for a 180, but $20 for a 181.
Oh, wow.
In
TJ got it right.
1984. Yeah, he was guessing on the 180, but
Okay.
but yeah, same difference. Yeah, $20 for a 181. So it was just the hot spec book of the week at that time, kind of thing. Yeah, these old price guides are crazy.
Yeah. Now the it seems to be for on the 181 and a 4.0 that 1,700 is that price. There's two that sold for like 1,750 in this fall, and those are like that's like the crater price. There hasn't been a sale below that for a while. I guess there was a 1,690 back in the early summer, but most of the sales have been.
Yeah, if you got a low enough grade one, you just put it up for auction, and you're going to get over FMV. Just the number of people that'll be able to compete in the book that normally can't.
Should I send this to Austin Tim LeMay so that son of a bitch can finally learn how to draw?
Oh my god!
Oh,
I just wanted to troll him. I also accidentally picked up an
probably
Australian
watching
comic.
right now.
Oh, that's cool. You said
look at the title of
accidental.
this. It's the most Australian Superman ever. Super comic.
Superman super comic.
Yeah. Anyways, you don't need to get big in me. I've been on Whatnot, like when I've been, instead of going to comic guys, I've been finding storage guys that are just unloading like weird storage stuff.
Never thought of that. That's a great idea.
And like you can find some really cool stuff. I bought a bunch of like Rampage UK comic magazines, like for $1 a piece, so and they're intense reprints of the Hulk and stuff. So
My ex really wanted to, in retirement, buy storage units and go through them, hoping to get, comics or whatever. And after watching a couple series of storage wars, I decided I didn't want to do that at all because you're just taking out other ones like everyone else's trash.
I don't know. Someone in Arizona found like $9 million in fentanyl in one of them.
So, looking at the Hulk 181s with no value stamp. Now that it's a separate breakout here, so I guess they're obviously the green labels. The even these a little bit more. I guess it makes sense, but a 5.0, like we were saying, it was like $2,000 on the, 2,000 to 2,300 on the blue label. For the green label missing value stamp, you're looking at about $1,300 to $1,500. So it's still commanding a lot of money for an incomplete book.
The way the storage lockers that I've seen, at least around here, look like they'll open them up and you've got like a minute or two to go quickly look through them, and then you start bidding. Is kind of
yeah.
That's a bunch of boxes. It's exciting. It's gambling.
I mean, I think it's that thrill of the hunt, like all the comic nerds have.
Yeah, I mean, of course, obviously, there's a risk to it because you can get extremely burned.
The ultimate mystery box.
Well, that's why you have to really either know what you're looking at or just bid low.
Yeah, you have to know what you're, especially, you have to know what you're looking at. Or
That's
even
why
if
you
you're
can
going
find
to
all
flea
these
market.
deals on whatnot in the stores, guys, because most of them don't know comics and they don't give a shit. And they'll just be like, I don't care if you make $1,000 off of this, I just want it gone. And we'll like start doing bundles like 10 to 15 books at a time.
I see him do that on whatnot like that. Like this one guy, he was like throwing up early turtle books from Vermont, and like just like in these bundles, and people just buy them. And
I mean, they're getting better. There's some are getting better at it, and then the audience will start chiming in with like, "Oh, that's a valuable book." I'm like, "Shut up, audience!"
Yeah, that's what they were doing. That one show I was in, I'm like, "Everybody, shut the fuck up."
Yeah, but you can find cool stuff on there if you go untraditionally. Like the whatnot has matured enough is how I'm going to phrase it, that you're not going to find a lot of bargains on regular shows anymore. Like unless the people have no audience and you're there early and there's no one in there. And like, but if you get on some of the other tangential ways to do it, you can still find some cool stuff.
Dude, I've seen some streams where these guys are paying $10 for like X-Men issue 15 from the 90s.
Oh, then yeah.
And I'm like, what in the hell? Like,
well, there's also I think unfortunately also there's the shill bidders, like where they'll have their friends come in or mods come in and bid up books and then just refund them when they're done. If they don't, like just in order to drive the bid, if they end up winning it and they don't want it, they'll refund their friend. They're just trying to drive the bid up for other non-friend buyers.
You'll run into jerks that do it just for sport, just to aggravate somebody.
Yeah. Oh, I've done it to aggravate people. If there's people I don't like and I know they want a book, I'll start bidding it up. If it's something that like I could live with, like I'm like, screw you, dick. Like you're not getting that for $7, like I'm petty. I'm very petty.
I mean, not to get in an auction with you.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, I will tear you a new one. Auction wise, you perv.
Or maybe Friday night if you buy him dinner.
No, I've seen her boyfriend. He would kill me in a minute. How you doing, Steph? Anything going on new in your world?
No, but I had a dream last night. I had a dream that I got that government grant to make those statues, so that was exciting.
Nice. That's not the kind of dream the audience is hoping for, but sure.
Well, that's what it depends on what you're about. Yeah.
You're in there running for a grant? Nice.
Well, I applied for a grant.
Yeah.
And the government shut down, so that delayed everything. So I'm waiting for them. Yeah. That, and then I finished. I mean, the cowboy's pretty much done. He's like it's weird for me to say something's done, but it's really done.
Yeah.
I put like stitches in the collar and detail them out, and then I was working on this right here.
So when you get like, is it something you do to, like these final details? Do you do that to all of them, or if you just get sometimes antsy and add in things that like only you're going to notice?
I want to finish. I want to like add as much detail as I can.
I
want to see on it.
Like the general populace is going to be like, "That's a cool looking cowboy face." They're not going to go it up there and they're going to be like, "My God, she missed a stitch."
They might, I mean, that's kind of who I do it for, is the people who are really into the details,
Yeah.
Who are going to appreciate them, So I finished that. Yeah. I got to work on something else today. But I was starting this one here. Smoothing it out. So I don't know if you can see. The light's terrible. She's got birds coming out of her chest. There you go. And she's holding her heart out.
I didn't realize that everybody else had disappeared.
You did? Oh my God, Rob, it's just you and me.
Yeah, apparently. You scared everyone away, I suppose.
I'm sorry.
It
was a Psylocke cosplay.
I had to get up and walk around. I was starting to feel dizzy again. That medication's kicked my ass. I didn't even take it today. Still paying for it.
Thank you, Jonathan. And Jonathan, being part of the Medici family, I am open to having a patron for my art. So throwing that out there.
Oh crap! I think I took it again by accident.
Stop taking that.
I didn't
Took it
mean
by
to.
ac-
No, I think I put it in all the pill things, like my.
Oh, and he just
Please
yeah.
don't do that. Get it out of here.
Just give Matt a fistful of pills. He'll take whatever you put in front of him.
It worked for his Barry Bonds' excuse.
Hey, I've done it before. Like,
I don't know what I was taking. I was just taking whatever they told me to take.
you know, for travel, I live and die by this stupid thing, like everyone does when they get old, the pill case. But the one thing I keep separate are like sleeping pills and melatonin and stuff. But when I travel to like save space, I just chuck it all in there. The first day of Heroes Con, I just took the entire fistful, including sleeping pills. So like, I spent the entire day trying to stay awake while I'm wandering around the con hall, just looking like a miserable old bastard. Because I'm a miserable old bastard. But my excuse was I was also looped up on sleeping pills.
When you say like a fistful or pills, like how many are you talking?
Me, I take. Let's see here. Well, I can. Let's find out. Let's find out together.
Let's go over all your
I have to
prescriptions.
refill it for tomorrow. Probably about 15 a day, and then a shot a week. I take. So,
Wow,
like a shot in my thighs.
that's
So.
quite a bit.
I know
15 a day is
I
a
know
lot.
that I know the new stuff, the new stuff I got from part of this new plan and everything. It was like it got to the point now where my evening pills. It's not so much that there's so many, but there's enough that are big enough that I had to go. I can't just take it all at once anymore. I'm all up. That's too much for me to swallow all at once. We need to break that up.
I mean, also
too many horse sized.
Not all of it is. Not all of our prescription. There's a lot of like supplements and vitamins in there too. So
yeah.
You take vitamins?
1, 2, 4,
well, yes.
5, 6.
This.
Are you taking vitamins, Ron?
Is a temple.
9.
I'm not.
10,
I'm not taking vitamins.
About 12 pills.
It reminds me of decaying temple. It's like, they just found it buried in the sand and they're digging it up and they're like, oh my God, people used to live here, kind of thing. So
something like 12 pills a day or something. Like Jesus.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Jonathan brings up a good solution for you, Rob.
No. It's all right. I can swallow it. I just take a.
There's more than one way to get in there.
That's what she said. The no, part of the stuff, there's a multivitamin now that they've got me taking in the morning, and then magnesium.
I take magnesium
in the evening.
Yeah.
The worst thing I'm on, and it's going to cause me to turn off my camera about a second, is furosemide.
What the fuck is that? Do you know what that is, Rob? What?
You got no pills. Good for you. Proper job, sir. That means you're.
Wow,
that means
that's impressive.
Well, having no pills means one of two things. Either one, you're living a nice, healthy life, or two, you don't have health care. Sadly.
Go, you don't know.
Okay, well, false alarm. I didn't take it, so.
Okay, good.
It's just like one of my blood pressure pills looks a lot like that pill did, so I was concerned.
Be careful.
Yep.
But I think it's just I'm still getting over it, and I think when I drank that coffee, it might have kicked it back in all of a sudden. Like it must have a high shelf half-life. Some of these medications have a half-life on them that'll.
Well, yeah, there's a couple I have that are extended release, so they take a very long time to break down and release over a period in your system, but just gives you more of an even dose instead of a high dose at one moment. And then
I'm just gonna drink a lot of water. Hopefully, it'll
even
help.
Flow.
Yeah.
Flows around.
I think it's starting to sound like fucking Cranky Tuesday. We should get off this topic.
Want me to call up Eddie? We can get him on here.
Yeah. No. I don't want him to learn how he's spending money he doesn't have. His wife makes up your pill case. Good for you, Brian. Yeah, I knew it was like, you get to the pill case. It's not just Monday through Friday, but it's the Monday through Friday AM and PM. was like, oh, well, welcome to being old. But
Ryan says his wife makes up his pillowcase.
that's what I know. I just read that.
Yeah,
like,
that's amazing. I think you should definitely keep her.
Yeah, I'll she's got her own to deal with. I'll do mine. She does hers. But hopefully, I don't know. The goal of this whole thing I'm on is to eventually start weaning me off of stuff. So there's always hope.
What do you have
But-
that's so bad you need weaning off?
The metformin, I
What's
like
it?
2,000. It's for type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like on the maximum daily dose of that stuff, and that can cause problems for people. Fortunately, my body tolerates it very well.
Okay.
So I don't have issues. But like my wife, if she goes beyond, she's on metformin as well, but she's like a quarter of the dose that I'm on, and she says like if she she can know when she's takes it, it definitely causes havoc with her. But
Mhm.
anyways,
You can't picture Rob and his wife like chopping up and snorting diabetes pills.
I think they should go with the suppository. I mean, that many pills, that's a good idea.
what is you
Also,
guys?
you
in
got to
your
pronounce it
definition of
diabetes,
taking
Rob.
pills
You're
up
old
your
enough
ass?
to know Wilford Brimley.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
trying to do certain things like because I can't exercise a lot where I have muscular dystrophy, and so I'm having to try to do some serious changes. Or not to get all serious, I'll be dead in a few years. That's what I'm scared about. So
Well, happy Friday, Matt. Jesus Christ.
Jesus
Okay, no, I'm
fucking
I'm
Christ.
just being honest. I mean,
Yeah, no, I
And
appreciate it.
we've seen a
I
couple.
understand.
There's just actually within the club scene, the comic club scene. There's just a member of one of the old clubs that just passed, be really young, because he was had a lot of complications from his health.
Yeah.
well, that when you're younger, you don't really care. Like, oh, we're not worried about that anymore. But like when you get a little bit older, you're more concerned about. That's why I quit dipping. Although I guess using Zen probably not much better. I guess, but at least it's not the tobacco in it. So
Justin.
baby steps, I guess.
Honestly,
Yeah.
we really do need to call Eddie in for this combo, Rob.
No, I'm moving on.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh my God,
Matt,
I'm
show up on
moving-
Tuesday nights at Cranky Comic Chat. You'll fit right in.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all these. It's an interesting new thing with all these apps though that I'm plugged into now. It's like it is encouraging though because I am finding myself. I am getting much better about getting up and walking on the treadmill or going walk around the block or something. At least getting some more movement in throughout the day. And I actually am seeing I could see a difference on how my blood sugar reacted to it. So, but
Exercise is a great medicine for sure.
just getting up moving. Sometimes the lack of that's the thing is it's I spend too much time sitting right here
Yeah.
between
Yeah,
work
I've got
and
some issues too where I can't really exercise right now.
You need a treadmill computer station.
yeah, well, and it's one of the consequences of working from home and stuff is that you end up being in a much more sedentary, which is a negative. But
Yeah.
anyways,
I've just got some stuff where I can't move around much. Like I just can't. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna start taking all tirzepatide or whatever once I can afford it. And be like,
chair yoga.
yeah.
Let's see what else we got going. What came? Oh, I did finally find. I found a shop that I finally got all my Amazing Spider-Man's caught back up, so now I got to read them. But then I did find a shop that still had a copy of the 1 in 25 Spider-Man Noir issue 2, so I could get that. That cover disappeared quick. Holy cow!
Do you collect all the 1 in 25s for the whole run?
It's for Spider-Man Noir, yeah. I did last run and stuff too. Actually, what's crazy is for the 1 in 25 issue number 1 for the previous volume. That book's I guess not the 1 in 25, the 1 in 50 that I have. I think it's like a $500 book or something.
You should sell it. It's financially irresponsible.
No, because then I won't have it.
Yeah. I can
That's my
print you out
problem.
a picture of
This-
it. You can
this is
frame
my
the
problem.
picture.
Oh, but then I won't have it. That's my problem with all my books. It's like, oh, but then I won't have it. I need to get a replacement before I can get rid
Love
of
you.
it. I love you too, sweetie. No. We know you were talking to Kyle.
Mhm.
Nobody, Mark doesn't love any of us. He just puts up with
You,
us.
you watch my C3 unboxing video, Rob?
I did. You had the poster. You were talking about how great RoboCop was and how you love him.
I must have said I hate you, Rob, 3
And
times in that video because those
yeah.
stupid packing peanuts.
Right. But again, let's preface.
No,
I wanna make
this
sure-
tube,
Peanuts
this
are
tube,
a
this tube right here, I lifted up vertically and packing peanuts rained down on me because it only had a seal on one side. And it was full of packing peanuts. And I'm like, oh my God, I was doing so good keeping them contained into their cardboard prison. And
They're
Rob
like a
got me.
virus. They get out.
we
they're
should
just everywhere.
we should be we want to be clear here, because 3 people got packing peanuts, and I hate packing peanuts. Each person, I sent them a message ahead of time apologizing. Then I wrote on the box, caution, it contains packing peanuts. So that way, if they forgot before they opened it, they would go, oh yeah, that's right, there's packing peanuts in here. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I was out of bubble wrap. It's all I had left.
I had a
Unless you
panic
want-
attack one
Unless you
time.
wanted dirty
Opening up a
laundry.
bunch of
packet
boxes
with
of
it, you know.
peanuts.
Yeah, but so yeah, Mark and DJ each got. I tried to keep it into like, Mark and DJ each got packing peanuts in their stuff. So yeah, sorry, but yeah, no, you were the one that because you pointed out that the Power Rangers were not even like all one set. I didn't even realize that they all came in like 2 boxes. So I assumed that they were all like the same set, but
I'll get over it one day. Today ain't that day, Rob.
oh, I'm talking about other stuff other than the peanuts. I'm talking about the other contents of your box. But hey, whatever. That's true. Hey, I could have done that. I could have gotten you some peanut. Do you want them in the shell or do you want them shelled? So
What
you don't
about boiled?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Boiled peanuts are an affront to
I
God.
agree with Rob's
I know that's
reaction
like you're using to
the
ship
boiled
things to DJ.
peanuts.
Yeah. I remember as a kid, I used to like get peanuts in the shell. I would never remove when I was young. I was like, oh, I never bothered to crack them open because the salt was on the shell,
Yeah.
and so I just eat the whole goddamn
Uh-huh.
shell
More
and all.
fiber.
Yeah,
That was literally, I did the same thing. That was literally my parents' response. It's more fiber.
I said, I can use your appendix or something.
Yeah.
You guys ever go to one of those restaurants where they have peanuts on the table and you just throw the shells
Five
on the
Guys?
ground?
Yeah. It's
Well,
called. let's
Five
bring
Guys
our
you don't.
allergic friends
Five
here.
Guys you don't throw them on the floor, but they give you nuts, and then like Roadhouse, was it Texas Roadhouse? Is that who does that as a chain?
Do they?
Have peanuts and you can just drop them on the floor or
I
something?
know. I think a lot of places have cut down on that with all the allergies.
Well, yeah. I mean, once you
Just opening the door to that could create a
well, that's
reaction.
why I remember one time I made a peanut butter sandwich. I had like white bread, peanut butter, and strawberry jam, and I posted, which was a staple of elementary school when I was growing up. But I took a picture of it and I posted it as the most dangerous food in America. You know, between gluten, strawberry allergies, and peanut allergies, and everything else, is like, this is like the what used to be a common thing in elementary school. Nowadays, you can't even bring. Some elementary schools won't even let you bring it because some other kids. Yeah, pistachios are I'm not a big fan of pistachios either, DJ.
I love pistachios. Pistachios are good.
I'm a peanut and almond guy, but
Pre-shelled pistachios are great. Otherwise, they're just too much damn work.
yeah, Texas
I
Roadhouse.
agree with that. Yeah.
Not anymore. Oh, they don't do that after a lawsuit. Interesting. Did somebody slip and fall on the nuts, or because that would be funny, or did or
All
was
the
it?
workers are trying to slip and
you
fall.
know,
I'll make a T-shirt like "Fall on these nuts."
I don't go to Texas Roadhouse at all because I went one time and with a group, and when they brought out my glass of beverage, it was filled with trash at the bottom of the glass, like torn open sweetener packets and stuff. Like somebody had, it was like somebody had cleared a table. They never went to get washed, and somebody just took the glass and filled it with wasn't paying attention and filled it with ice and then put drinks in it. And I was like, oh, and it was like the most disgusting thing. And I was like, oh, I'm not eating any food you bring me at this point. I just want my check. I mean, I'm out of here. I don't want, it was like, and the manager's coming over trying to apologize. All this. They're trying to give me gift cards to come back another time. And I was like, you don't get it. You're done. I'm not coming back. It's like, you can give me all the gift cards you want. I'm not coming back, and I'm not giving them to anybody because I don't want them subjected to this shit.
That's how I felt when I lifted up this poster tube and packing peanuts fell out of it. There's no going back from this.
I went to Texas Roadhouse one time too because once
I will say, Mark, I would like to apologize on that element because I was wondering where this went.
Oh my God.
I was like, where the hell did this tube? Which tube is going? I couldn't.
This one. It's okay. Now I'm kind of happy. Hold that back up, Rob. I feel like this is as close as you and I will be physically for a while, brother.
I can send this to you if you want.
Oh, no, I want you to keep it. Now I'm going to, when I go to
you're holding a bazooka, Mark.
Yeah, when I go to throw this away, I'm keeping this end, and I'm going to put a Rob's Fat Stack sticker on it.
There you go.
Yeah. I know I've got plenty of your stickers around here somewhere. I'm sure they're
probably all packaged up.
No, Rob. No. Everything I need is always in arm's reach.
Well, don't forget you've got a lot more that are packaged up, though.
Oh, for sure.
There's stickers in every single one of those Only Slabs win box packages.
There's no doubt.
Matter of fact, when you do finally get around to one day opening them, if you ever do, may have the you'll have the evolution of Only Slabs magnets.
Yeah, I do. I for sure definitely have Only Slab magnets. All right, so in arm's reach, you see this bag?
Yeah.
Nothing but letters people have sent me and stickers from the community. Oh, look right there. What's that? What's that?
Right on top as it should be. The cream rises to the top, I've heard.
Well, I don't know because that can be subjective because look at this one.
Well, one half.
And then we got SEG on top on that one. Now I got bags and bags and bags of stickers. All the stickers over the years that people have sent me, I don't stick them. I just put them in the thing because what if I stick them on something that I inevitably throw away? Then I don't have the sticker anymore.
You could put your stickers up somewhere though, and like tape them up somewhere.
I will admit, Sledge, I'm not a huge fan of dry roasted either. I like regular old cocktail nuts if I'm not getting the roasted in the shell.
Well,
nuts,
I can confirm he likes at least two of those things.
Boiled. No, I'm not a boiled nuts guy.
Oh, the Cajun ones are really good though. Like the
there you go, Rob.
There you go.
Birch is like typical sticker people.
I know. What up, Busy?
Oh, speaking
look at that. He looks like he's broken. Like Izzy's just got that look on his face like he's broken.
I'm tired. That's what I have.
Is it for
good energy?
Look at that. Izzyverse NYC. They don't call me the Sticker King for nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those are classics right now.
I didn't even know they called you the Sticker King. There you go.
Yeah, apparently that's my nickname. I'll accept it.
I thought that was DJ's nickname.
It's not.
You took it?
I never took it.
Oh, so he's trying to claim the crown?
No, that's just who was it. I was assigned the Sticker King.
I just put all my stickers on the boxes.
That's a good idea.
Nice.
I usually put him on my boxes too.
When I was growing up, I don't know how many of y'all will remember this. When the Onslaught storyline was coming out, they did some really cool marketing. And one of the marketing ploys they sent out rolls of crime scene tape, but it was rolls of stickers, but they looked like the yellow caution lines that you would put up around a crime scene, but it said caution, onslaught, caution, caution. And
I don't remember that, honestly.
I know you don't because you're new to this. But,
I'm not new to this. I've been around.
New to this.
I've been around the Onslaught era.
And so that sticker was on a lot of the boxes. My dad slapped them on boxes back then because he ended up with a good bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
don't
Izzy,
remember those.
back before your time, man, when
Nope.
in the 90s.
So, what year were you born again, Mark?
It's not what year I was born, it's what year I got into this.
No.
He's
What
an
year
old-
were you
Mark is
born?
an old soul.
What year do you think I was born, Izzy?
I'm gonna say 89.
Let's
Nope.
say 84,
Nope.
85.
Nope.
90.
1927. You're just Benjamin
Yep.
Button.
Boom.
He's immortal, like a Highlander.
New to this and not even true to this.
Yeah, I've
This
been
is-
into this since 87. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
ironically,
I know enough to
I
get
have
myself in
too,
trouble.
Izzy.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, in all sincerity, Izzy, what have you been reading this week, watching, and or what's your playlist for the week?
So my
We added
playlist
playlist to the question. That's a good
yeah,
thing. It's
my playlist for this week. I've been really stuck on 2000s rock, like,
Okay.
but
Dishwalla,
Like
Rock.
the
Live,
skater scene rock or
Silver
the
no,
heavy
not
Share.
really. Actually, more like I've been listening a lot to AFI lately. I really
Okay.
like AFI. They were very different from that scene in that time period because there was a lot of emo stuff going on in that time period. So I've been listening
See,
to
we're
AFI.
asking about the music because it really judges how like we really felt for the week. In all sincerity,
Yeah,
that's a
but I've
good
been
way to see
listening
what
to
kind of
them
mood
for a
we've been
bit
in.
because I really like them.
So you've been emo this week.
AFI is kind of like Brushes. They're
Yeah.
kind of punk in a way. They're more punk than anything, but
They're addressing your emotional state while still encouraging you to be tough. I got it.
well, I don't think they encourage you to be tough if you ever watch them.
They're the living embodiment of Chumbawamba's tub thumping.
Yeah, there you go. Always throw in the Linkin Park because I always like Linkin Park. I'm a huge Audio Slave fan as
Oh,
well.
I
Do
love
you-
Chris Cornell's so good. I
Do you
love
enjoy
Audio
the modern
Linkin
Linkin
Park
Park
rules.
with the Scientology twist now?
They don't have bad songs. I'll give them that. One.
I like Linkin Park, and I don't judge people for being Scientologists. Obviously,
Soundgarden.
Izzy, we're friends.
Well,
Soundgarden is
I ain't no
awesome.
scientist, but I know how much you love Tom Cruise. So
I'm not
There
a
it is.
scientist.
There it is. I got to be consistent. You know what I mean? If I'm going to be a Tom Cruise fan, I'm
I'm going to
gonna
make you a
be
shirt that just says, I ain't no scientist.
I ain't no,
Yeah.
you're damn right. I
Dude,
ain't
you
no
got
scientist.
to get like a cartoon L. Ron Hubbard on there or something, but he's got to be wearing a Sea Org.
Well,
Just
L.
take
Ron
your bath
Hubbard's
in
one of
oil.
our fans, right?
Dianetics is
You
one of
got
my
to have
favorite
all the
commercials.
awards that he gave himself for his time in the Scientology Sea Organization.
Oh yeah, let's.
I have been working on some books. So.
Shout out to all my Scientologists in the
I don't
house.
know
I
if you guys
always
seen
picture
these
Tom
already.
Cruise saluting him at the
did
big
that.
portrait of him.
I always want
So
to
I've
get a
been doing
shirt
a
that
little
says
bit of
where
that.
he's killing Miscavige at though.
And of course, this is the,
Oh,
the
God.
one that I really enjoyed.
I like
I'm
how
going
you
to
go
make
to
one for
sip
DJ that
tea
says
after
people are
that
soft
comment.
and it's just be Mr. Peanut.
Yo, Mr.
morning,
Peanut,
Billy.
Mr. Peanut versus Maniac Cop cover.
There
I
you go.
was going to say the WB frog.
The wonderful Robert Zadar, right, DJ?
Robert Jadar, yeah, top 3 Jaws in the industry, and he's
Oh, what
now
a
2 or
chin.
3.
I've reviewed 2 of his movies here in the last couple of weeks on my show, on my shows. Samurai Cop, and he was in Tango and Cash.
Oh, I only know him from Maniac Cop.
Oh well, I recommend Samurai Cop if you want to have a good laugh.
I do enjoy a good laugh from time to time. Most of the times, I want to be emo like Izzy.
How about Sergeant Kabuki Man?
There you go.
That's why Izzy refuses to shave his head. He's trying to get that top bit to get long enough to comb down over one eye.
Dude,
Oh, okay.
I've done images of myself without hair, and it doesn't work.
Test running
I'm
it.
just waiting for you to start putting on
I've
the
done
black
I've done
eyeliner.
the test. It doesn't work. Some people.
I want to see
some
you do the
people pull it.
cul-de-sac like Captain Picard.
Nah,
There you
I'm
go.
good with this. I'm happy.
My dad had to call.
I'm not
over.
unhappy with it. I'm just excited for you to rock the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, not working. Not gonna go. Not happening.
As
What
opposed
is
to the coldest sack, which is
Yeah.
completely different.
Completely different.
Hmm.
Lynx, how are you this morning?
I'm doing phenomenal. I'm off camera because I'm enjoying some oatmeal over here.
Yeah. I
Oatmeal.
appreciate you sending this.
What is that?
The King Kong.
Oh, yeah, dog.
Because I was able to carefully undo it. Even the sticky back. I was able to carefully open it and put Sector's piece in here.
Oh, so we're using the materials. Gotcha.
Yeah, every bit of it except for the top loader. I
Awesome.
grabbed one of my own top loaders to put.
Did you think about reusing the packing peanuts?
Oh no, because I like Paul. Sector's a good guy. Why would I send him packing peanuts? Rob, I was almost over it. We have the stickers. We made the connection. I was almost over it.
You put the sticker on the back of the tube?
Yeah, so like I don't know if you heard DJ, but I was so careful about the packing peanuts. You saw the video. I lifted this up and it was filled with packing peanuts because there's no bottom on it. And I was careful to keep the peanuts in the box. And when I lifted this up, it rained packing peanuts like a trick cannon on an episode. I was waiting on Ashton Kutcher to pop out of my laundry room and laugh at me, but it was just a Rob thing. And apparently, very similar to the Thor hand, Rob just reaches down and goes, I was wondering where this went.
Wow. That's hilarious. Packing peanuts.
Please do today. That's cool.
I don't hate packing peanuts. When people like send stuff with packing peanuts, there should be several layers of packing peanuts on the bottom, then the item, then packing peanuts on top. It shouldn't be the item all the way in the bottom and then like every packing peanut.
It's meant to suspend the piece.
Yes, and people don't do that. 629.
Packing peanuts should be in a bag. You put them in a bag so they won't be a problem.
That's a good idea.
Packing peanuts is that like whoever sent them has like a floor full of like packing peanuts and glitter.
Yeah. I mean, packing peanuts are in a bag when you purchase them.
Yeah.
Like when you're a large scale shipper, you have just like these giant bags that weigh nothing that take up all your space in your building just to put packing peanuts and things. There's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
There's gotta be.
They're done. I remember my mom sent me a bunch of like frames of like tapestries and stuff that were like.
I love frame tapestries.
No, I'm serious. Like, and she had been collecting these, and I had moved into a house, and she mailed me, unbeknownst to me, like all of them. Right. So I had like 12 packages to open up, and every single one of them were filled with peanuts. And I opened them up, and all I had was like a room full of peanuts. And then I like freaked out and had like a panic attack.
Jesus
You had a peanut panic attack?
I swear to God, I did. Yep.
My mother sent me a box one time. It was framed images of packing peanuts wrapped in tapestries. So the complete opposite of what you got. Oatmeal.
Ooh.
Awkward silence. I love awkward silence.
All right. Paramount Skydance, which is one entity. Comcast Universal, which is one entity, and Netflix. So 3 separate people have all got their bids officially in, and Zaslav is set to review them soon. Who are y'all betting on and why? Who do y'all want to see win and why? Go ahead. No, start with your number one choice and end with your number one choice.
Paramount.
And why?
Trash.
He wants it more than anybody else.
That's true. We've seen commitments to keeping James Gunn and Peter Safran on board to continue the DCU in its current state as well. So for fans of that, that's a good sign. But Izzy's going with because they want it, they deserve it, which is
not that they deserve it. They want it. Not that they deserve it.
I want a lot of things.
All right, DJ, which one is your number one?
Can you repeat the choices, please?
Yeah, so we have Paramount Skydance, which recently Skydance bought Paramount Pictures. That's who owns them now. So it's one entity. And you have Comcast Universal, which is NBC, Universal Studios, Universal Pictures. And that's also the one that the Saudis are financially backing and supporting to be partnership with. And then you have Netflix as a standalone entity. Netflix, which has committed that if they buy WB, they will commit to still release all Warner Brothers films in theaters first.
I'm going to have to say the second one, the Comcast.
Comcast Universal Saudi Arabia. And why?
I feel that any deal, and this goes, Izzy will know, goes hand in hand with the wrestling. So that what the Saudis are doing, because they have so much money, they don't care about returns in the traditional way. They care about pleasing the audience. So they'll throw $1 million to Goldberg to just show up for 5 minutes in the wrestling show. Like, so that's what I feel like. They have the audience first, as opposed to bringing in money, which is obviously that's not the case. You want to bring in money, but they always put the audience first.
What if I
Even their
told you,
audience?
DJ, and
Yeah,
would it
unless they're
change
their
women.
audience?
Unless they're
DJ?
women.
Would it?
Oh no, why am I
would
getting
it,
attacked?
would it change your opinion, DJ, if I told you that the Saudis have actually hit a financial wall where they are now halting all their major infrastructure projects and where they're having to borrow for the first time in order to make financial commitments that they're currently doing?
That's crazy.
Would that change your opinion?
That's insane. So my camera's off, but my eyebrows did raise, like literal eyebrow raise. It doesn't change things for me. I would still want it sold over there, but that's interesting about the money thing that you said.
And it's actually
100%
accurate.
That's crazy.
Real quick, Izzy, hold on. T-Dubs, what horse are you hoping to see win and why?
Not the Saudis, because they kill journalists, and I'm not a fan.
Yeah, really. Thank you.
Same here.
Journalism is
I
overrated.
gotta go probably Paramount because I think they're the
Journalism
least
is dead
likely to
already
mess
anyway.
with
Yeah,
the system.
Say it again, Taylor. Paramount, because
They're the
why?
least likely to like change everything immediately.
And Rob?
I don't even know what the question is. Sorry, I've been reading work stuff.
So can I just interject really quick? Didn't Paramount, were they the ones that just purchased 007?
No,
Yeah.
007
No,
is
that's
owned by
Amazon.
007 is owned by MGM Studios, which is owned by Amazon. Amazon has had the rights for 007 for a while, but they've been in litigation with the Broccoli family that owns 007's IP, and because it's pretty much licensed out to MGM to Amazon. They not 100%, but they got like this convoluted legal agreement. But they're the ones that are actively trying to do something. They wanted to do like a female 007 TV show, and the Broccoli family like, fuck you, no way. And they're going back and forth, but that's why we haven't had a 007 movie since the last one or anything officially announced. But they're trying to get it all worked out with their disagreements and stuff. But 007, it hasn't changed hands.
But the world is still a perfect place because they digitally removed all the guns from the 007 posters. So
all the
I'm happy.
thumbnails on their app,
Yeah, like I just love to see James Bond just chilling there with no gun.
Rob, the question was, who do you, out of the three bidders, who would you like to see win WB out of the three bidders? Paramount, Universal, Netflix, and why?
That is a furrowed brow, sir.
Let him think.
Paramount.
Yeah, it's Paramount Skydance, currently owned under new leadership under the Ellisons. You have Comcast Universal that has the backing of the Saudis that want to put parks over there and this, that, and the third. And then you have Netflix as a standalone entity.
I'm not a fan of any of those options, but if I was to pick one,
exactly,
I would probably go with Netflix, only because I don't think that I'm not a fan of the continued consolidation into mega media corps. And while Netflix is getting there, it's probably the smallest of them.
Nope, it's not.
Technically, Paramount would be.
Paramount's the smallest.
Fuck Paramount.
Paramount
owns CBS, owns all of CBS, and
Paramount owns CBS.
Viacom,
Comcast owns NBC, and Disney owns ABC. They're all under one of the three. So you get to pick which one you want to say fuck you to. But I get what you're saying.
My choice would have been, if I had to pick one, I would probably pick NBC Comcast.
And for context, WB owns CNN. So CNN is under WB. So if Paramount buys it, you might potentially see something like when Disney bought Fox. They weren't legally allowed to buy the whole thing. They were only able to get pieces of it. Because Fox owned Fox, and ABC wasn't legally allowed to purchase Fox News because the antitrust laws kicked in. Yeah. I know that the industry is not a fan of these studios merging because every time they merge, despite like from a consumer point, like, oh, look, they're making all that stuff, they make a drastic less amount of product in the end than they do separately.
It's more of a concern of there's less voices, in my opinion. So this was back when you go pre-1980s, there was rules in place that prevented anybody from owning within any given market, for example, more than one radio station, one newspaper, one TV station. And the idea was that they didn't want to have you didn't want to have a consolidation of voices where there wasn't differences of opinion and everybody was just getting the same.
They broke up Ma Bell for a reason, God damn it.
That's a different thing. But then the deregulation of the industry allowed these formations of these so a lot of these mega companies that come together where you have these today the news like in a market like say San Francisco Bay Area where we used to have 13 different markets. Today you might still have 13 newspapers, but they're all owned by one person, which means there's no difference, there's no counter voice, there's no other point of reference other than whatever they feed you type stuff. And the same thing happens here as we've gone away from these studios being just, they put out some networks where you still had the independent voices of all these independent stations that just got some evening programming to now where they are the supplier of the news and information that the others are just rebroadcasting and parodying. And so we have we're getting less information and less points of view to have an educated, a well-educated,
Now, that's a great point. But do you think that you are looking at that through the lens of the 1980s per se, when there were only so few actual news outlets? Where if you fast forward to today and you're looking at over 4,500 recognized news outlets across the world, with over 3,000 then being U.S. based. Granted, the big ones that you're thinking about are owned, if you track them back down to about 6 owners, you still have the emergence in the last decade of independent media outlets where they make it to.
I understand. Yeah, there times have changed where there's a lot of independent stuff, but
new media.
I think the vast majority of the population still gets a bulk of their stuff from
one of those 6.
Those main ones, which feed a very homogenized view of everything. And there may be 1 or 2 that go in a different direction here, but the number of voices I think that people see are different. What we see, there's a part of it's combined with how messages are delivered now, where everybody gets a national view of everything as opposed to local views and separate bits. There used to be separate local news and everything else. But I think I've seen as a student of television and film, and when I was in school.
Yeah, but those are snuff films.
Watching the change from what
Tell me to hurt them
then to how it is today. Even though you have this other, you now have to go out and see. The difference is you have to go out and seek these other voices now.
Yeah, and the sad part is about the 1980s, in that time when it was all right there, like you're pointing at, we are just now really seeing the level of controlled media that we were being fed. I know everyone holds Walter Cronkite in such high regard, but he was being handed, like, there's no other way to say it, like controlled propaganda to feed to the American people every night, and everyone just trusted him because we trusted our sources. But that's declassified, proven now that we're CIA handlers in every newsroom. The network news was different. The difference was, so we had, for me growing up, I was very distinct. Like, you had the local news, and the local news did local news. They really didn't touch on national news unless it happened to spill locally into, or was a local twist on it. But it was mostly, here's the local news, and then you had the national news, and then you had the world news. Those were 3 distinct different programs. And today, it's all, if I watch my local newscast or I watch the CNN, it's pretty much the same freaking feed, save the weather and sports. And that ends up becoming a point where it feeds into things where when you talk to people today and they think about, like, certain crime stats or whatever, when you look at the actual numbers, like the per capita and everything else, and you look at it, realize these stats are way down, but people have the perception that it's higher. It's because they're hearing stories now that they never would have heard before, because you used to hear about just the stuff in your area that actually affected you. Mm-hmm. The fact that there might be a few more extra murders, or that there's an abduction here in this in Maine, and there's something down here in Florida, and there's something over here in Ohio, has zero impact on you hearing your per cat. But it alters people's perception because they hear about these things more frequently. To your point, violent crimes in the U.S. are down 2% from last year, this time last year. But
I'm slacking.
Yeah, get to work, DJ. A whole 2%.
I gotta go on a crime spree. Sounds like, DJ. You with me?
To your point, Rob, how does that play into the DCU.
What?
Oh,
The question was about purchasing the Warner Brothers, and
right. I'm thinking of the Warner Brothers. Everything goes along with it. As
yeah, I know,
opposed to
which is
in
fair. Which is
studios.
fair. But do you have any?
As far as specifics as to which one of them owns the DC element of it?
Yeah, who would you like to see get their hands on that? You know, Netflix has been talking and wanting to do something with the Snyderverse. The Saudis have a lot of rumors being teased about working with Snyder already, bringing it back, and then you have Paramount that has pledged to just continue the vision of Gunn and Safran with Gunn and Safran.
If it was all hinged around just that,
yeah,
then I guess Paramount. I'd rather see Gunn get a chance to continue to develop what he's doing, even if I'm not the biggest fan so far of what he's done yet. I'm just definitely not. I didn't particularly care for the Snyder aspect of it either. So I'd rather let him have a chance to continue to do his stuff.
That's fair. Stephanie, which one's your number one pick and why?
I don't care, but I pick Netflix.
I like it.
Mhm.
Me personally, I think I would go with Paramount. I like the cut of their jib. I like the people that actively work with them. Taylor Sledge put a comment in here earlier saying Taylor Sheridan, DC Jonah Hex. Taylor Sheridan's time at Paramount is coming to an end.
Yeah.
He signed a massive deal. So the future of the Sheridan shows is questionable at this point with Paramount. I'm sure other people will come in, but will it be the same if Sheridan's not the one bringing it to life? But he just got a massive deal. I forgot with who. But I think that Paramount is, I don't know. It's another, I want to see it stay with an American institution. I don't want to see it go to Netflix just because I'd rather see it in the hands of Paramount or Universal. And I don't know.
And Mark, it's NBC Universal, and it begins in 2029 for Tyler Sheridan.
Okay. Okay, so he's still got a little ways to go. So maybe we could get that Jonah Hex. Yeah. Did they say how much they paid him? Wasn't it something crazy?
I didn't. I closed the link as soon as I get it so I could see your pretty face again.
Okay. Well, it kind of seems like you're picking your poison, though. Like,
yeah, for sure. There's pros and cons from each.
Yeah. I'd have to go with Netflix just over the fact that I don't like some of the stuff I hear about David Ellison hiring Barry. I don't like the fact that he hired Barry Weiss.
Why?
And I don't like the rumors I'm hearing because they're trying to make the newsroom more conservative and they're trying to censor the news and the blacklisting of actors. There's a rumor that David Ellison has a certain list of actors that he will not work with or does not want to work with.
Well, if we're being 1,000% honest, you know, all the news, if you rate it, the news rate slants easily 75% liberals. So it's not.
Well, it shouldn't slant the other way. Sorry.
Well, I fully disagree because it slants. So I think that it's a good idea for it to slant both ways, a little more balanced. So you, like Rob was pointing out, you hear more voices, whether I agree with them or not. I'd rather hear both sides.
And don't give your opinion. That's my
opinion. That'll never happen. That's not realistic. So
well, it should be. But anyway, then the other reason I don't want Universal is because any money from the Saudis, in my opinion, is blood money.
That's fair.
It should be taken.
That's fair. You know, they did that big comedian show, and a lot of the comics were catching a lot of hell from their community for attending that.
Pete Davidson? Yeah.
There was a lot of them that went.
There was a lot of
they gave
Yep.
Tim Dillon over $500,000 to attend, and he said, "Yeah," but then he does his show beforehand, and he was riffing like he does, and he was like, "So they kill journalists. So what? I'm there to do comedy. So they still have slaves. So what? They're dressed nice." And he was doing his version of commentary on it.
And the big surprise, to be honest,
they canceled him. He got to keep the money and didn't have to go.
That was actually brilliant of him to do that.
So the way I look at it, I think Paramount wants to go, right? Paramount wanted the most. I think that's obvious. So with the other companies,
how is that obvious?
Because they went on the record to continuously say it. They keep making bids. They were the first one to make the bid, and
this is their third bid now.
Yeah,
and not just that, you have to look at what
the bid, and they keep adding more stipulations to the bid to make it more pleasing. Like,
for me, that doesn't mean that they're that they wanted.
Stay with me here. Stay with me here, DJ. Matt touched on it. You always have to look at what the Ellisons are doing. So David Ellison is the son of the big boy Ellison who just saved TikTok for the American people by financially investing in it.
Of Paramount.
This is a Nepo baby that actually works to not just be like a Nepo baby. And what he does, his legacy is media. And he's been doing this active push to try to Americanize some media and stuff. And he bought Skydance. He went in and bought Paramount in order to try to, like Matt pointed out, try to get some more conservative voices in. I'm not saying right-wing propaganda, but just to have other competitions out there. In order for anyone to compete with Disney, you have to get bigger. So outside of Netflix, which is an anomaly to all this, ABC Disney is the biggest company tenfold because they've bought so much over time. If you actually look at all the things that they own, you would be mind blown. So in order to get something to really compete with them, you have to start getting all these other things together a little bit. And that's been on their actual stated goal and plan for the entire year. So they definitely want this for future plans more than the other ones do. Universal came in and said, well, we'll call the Saudis and see if we can come to a deal and we'll make a bid. And Netflix is just Netflix. They've been kind of just talking about stuff.
Netflix has the biggest right now. That they have the biggest wallet.
Do they?
They do.
In
comparison to all the other guys,
they probably have the smallest wallet.
No, Netflix has a really.
I kind of think
big
they're the
wallet.
underdog in this whole.
Yeah,
no,
big
Netflix
time.
is not the underdog. Trust me, they're not.
I don't trust you. Prove it.
No, I'm just telling you. You could look at.
I can't trust a guy with that hairstyle.
Yeah, if you had a cul-de-sac, I'd trust
so
you.
I've been actively paying attention to this. Actively.
So yeah, but tell us why Netflix is the big boy.
No, Netflix has the money more so than the other ones. When I say this, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but the Netflix has more money. Now Comcast definitely has money, but they don't seem to be as committed to it. You don't really hear Comcast saying, I want this, I want this, I want this as much as Paramount. Netflix is making arrangements in place, like making deals with Saudis and stuff like that, to try to see if they could put in a bid. I don't think they want it as much as Paramount wants it. The silent one is Apple. Apple's the one that's been silent, and they're the ones that if they jump in, they could probably walk out with it if they wanted it, because I think they have the most to gain from it.
Yeah, let me interject here. So just because someone isn't actively going or putting all their cards on the table, that doesn't mean they don't want it the most. So I think what Paramount is doing from a negotiation tactic, from a strategy tactic, putting all your cards on the table, that's not a benefit for them to do.
Izzy's 1,000% right. Netflix is the big dog by unimaginable numbers.
Yeah.
Not even close. Like their market cap is at 471 billion. For comparison, Universal's at 142 billion, and that's second place in the race.
So I didn't get to say the DC piece before when you were like about the DCU piece, like whatever. So if it's based on that, obviously not obviously, but I would rather, even though I don't like the gun stuff, it's not for me. I would rather him like kind of live his vision, because we already had the Snyderverse stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at total assets, Comcast dwarfs Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So there's different ways.
Comcast is big, but they don't seem to be as actively.
But that's Comcast. That's not necessarily Universal as an entity,
Comcast
because they can't group all their separate things they own and call it studio money to play with.
Yeah. I think my worry about Netflix is that they're just going to dissolve the company and they just keep the name. And I know they went on the record recently to say that they're going to keep the Warner Brothers movies as movies theatrically, but we're going to lose HBO Max as a result of that kind of stuff, and HBO and all that stuff is going to
anti-Comcast for fear that Jimmy Fallon shows up in more stuff.
But in my opinion, I think at the end of the day, I think Paramount is going to be the one walking away with it. If they're not the one walking away with it, I think Apple will just swoop right in and just grab it.
I would agree.
Because I think they could definitely benefit from it. Not from the sense of money, but the sense of just having the prestige of having Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Apple has got like one of the huge benefits that a lot of people don't think about. Amazon, they don't sit there and do a lot of hardcore marketing, but they'll spend like Oprah money on shows that are failing and continue to do it because they have Oprah money. The streaming aspect of their business is just a novelty for them. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't cost them next to nothing, and they're able to put out yeah, who knows? So Apple has that kind of money like Amazon does, that they could come in and just do something wild like that, and that would be the push that their content needs to become an actual content player.
They spend peanuts on marketing. Like
they don't. Apple they could buy Disney over 5 times.
Yeah, that's a good point,
I think
Slade.
Apple. The thing with Apple is they're concerned more with prestige and being perceived as like top tier in everything they do.
And that's
so
why
that'd be
Warner
the-
Bros. Will be good for them.
I like the
Yeah,
book
Matt.
Sledge, well, he's the founder of the Free Press.
She, very
thing.
wise as a female.
Well, whatever they are. I read about them. I looked it up.
She.
Free Press thing, that's a conservative leaning news station or news organization. So I wonder where I got that from. Huh?
So
Zoinks.
So at the end of the day, I think it's going to
Like
be
everyone's
Paramount.
fear of conservative news. Like you can't hear Fox News and make your own assessments.
Yeah, well, I just don't. I think sometimes, and they've been sued
Clearly,
for
most
it
of the country
already
can't.
for
Anyway.
slanting the truth. They've been sued for it before, and they lost.
Taylor Winder.
Tell everyone that got the glow on his head. Look at that. He's shining. He's a
I
shining
do.
light.
It's my halo.
When you got that
Personally, I
glow.
don't-
I've got my new setup. As you can see, my mirrored closet doors behind me because I'm a
But
classic.
it doesn't really matter.
Ah,
Personally, I don't
you
trust
plan to
I
make
don't
those
trust
movies
any
with WB?
corporate media.
Can I plug can I plug something real quick? Todd Beats, artist. He
Your best
had
friend now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I shared out his posts with his
Yeah,
friends.
That
and
reminds me.
bad.
Speaking of your best friends,
Let him plug this real quick. It's
Sorry.
to try to help
Yeah.
raise money for a friend that's in a bad way.
Yeah, so Todd Beats, he contributed to the 2025 Comics Curing Cancer art book, did that Juggernaut piece. We met in person at New York Comic Con. We've been talking ever since, and he's a good guy. His friend has cancer, stage 4 cancer, and he's not.
Sorry to hear that.
It's just a matter of weeks, and they're raising money for his. I don't know. There's a lot of expenses that comes with that stuff.
Yeah.
So Todd
They're
today
preparing,
is
in other words.
look at that.
yeah. So there's a GoFundMe that's up that you could donate to that. His name is Rick, and you can get that link in Todd Beats's bio.
That Green Goblin. Oh,
Yeah, today they're doing Todd is doing a whatnot where he's doing a bunch of sketches and stuff, and all the money is gonna go to Rick's wife Summer. So Todd Beats on whatnot. I think it's at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whatever, not Eastern Standard Time, Pacific. So what would that be? 7 p.m. Eastern?
Don't ask me. I live in real time.
Yeah. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal artist. So it'd be a great opportunity to get something cool and help some people in need. Look at that.
Yeah, killer.
yeah, he's very good about drawing dynamic art. There's not just a posed portrait type thing. There's always something going on, and as you get to the posed portraits, thanks.
These are the big remark.
So one of the things I love about Todd Beats' style is the energy. I think
Yeah.
he has some of the best energy in a guy who does a lot of sketch covers, more so than many people. It's like he just knows how to draw energy on a page.
Yeah, so go give him a follow on Instagram. Check out all the stuff in the bio. He has a link tree with
Look at that Spider-Man Venom.
with the GoFundMe and with tonight's Whatnot show. My best friend.
Yeah, I just
And
dropped
seeing.
I dropped his Instagram account in the chat. Make it easier for you guys.
Yeah, Todd Beats.
Dude, your buddy DJ.
He's got a few. Which one are you referring to, Rob?
Oh, he'll know. He's he.
A Batman thing?
I pinged him to ship that NYCC stuff to me.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And he had gone like, oh yeah, checking on it. And he goes, oh yeah, you're locked in. They'll ship it. And then I was like, oh, I'm checking on it to see if you have a tracking number. Days go by. I'm following up, looking for this. Oh, it'll ship tomorrow. This is like 10 days ago. And he's sorry for the late response on shipping. I've been catch up on orders and commissions. So now today I'm going, hey, did you ship this? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a tracking number.
Yeah. That I like yeah, we have zero interaction ever since the last thing.
Yeah.
Worst comes to worst, I have the files.
Oh, worst comes to worst, I will refund that shit.
Oh yeah, because you send it to yeah. But I do have I have the file, and we can print them shits ourselves.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
There's more of I'll put him on blast.
Yeah, he's I don't know, man. It was funny. Like I was with Izzy at NYCC, and then Izzy and I were walking over, and then like Izzy could attest. Like I was just like, all right, let me go holler at this guy. And then as we were like close to him, I was just like, yo, Izzy, man, F this. Like, let's go. I don't want to talk to this guy.
Oh, I know. You're talking about someone I know?
Yeah, no
I'm not
names.
saying
No
names.
names.
No, I know. Trust me. I know not to say names, but I know who you're talking about.
I don't know. You do look like you'll fold under questioning.
Not when it comes to names.
Yeah, we think you're a rat.
You know what? Someone else is claiming the Rat King moniker and started following me this week. I'm a little pissed off at that.
Wow.
But that's okay. I digress.
Does he have problems with nutcrackers?
Nutcrackers I don't have a problem with. I don't
No,
eat nuts.
This guy, the rat, who's claimed to be the Rat King.
I heard. So who's the Rat King?
Izzy's apparently not versed in the Nutcracker.
I used to I used to love the Nutcracker when they used to make us watch
The
it.
Nutcracker goes to battle with the Rat King.
With the Rat King, yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, I know. It was they turned it into a Disney cartoon with Mickey Mouse being,
Jesus Christ,
the Nutcracker and the Rat King. The Rat King was Donald Duck. It's awesome. It's great. You should see it. It's one of the funniest cartoons ever.
Of course, they made the mouse be the hero and made the duck be the rat. What the hell
you
is
have
that?
Donald Duck with like these mouse ears. It's one of the funniest things, man. It is pretty funny.
All right, so who's trying to be the Rat King?
Some guy I know. He just started following me. He has a comic book and all that stuff. That's what he's trying to promote, really.
The way you brought that energy. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm a little busy, you know.
Well, I thought you were busy making a comic instead of just bitching about it.
No, I actually am making a comic book.
Is it the Rat King too?
Comic book. Look at this artwork.
Let's see, what's the name of this guy?
Probably Brian Hitch.
Rat King Comics. That's the name.
Jason Playbock.
Rat King.
Oh, you're in Rook?
Yeah, I just got through with Redcoat.
Dude, I'm very nervous for Redcoat now that we see that he has an entire family, knowing that he's going to ultimately lose them.
He probably will. It's called comics. They always lose their family somewhere along the line.
Well, especially that character,
Superman.
Simon Pure seems to be the kind of
that's
character.
his Superman right now. He's $9.1 million richer.
Say again, Matt.
I said, and also the character like Simon Pure, he seems to have a lot of tragedy follow him wherever he goes. So
yeah, we had that issue. Was it issue 11? Was the last time we saw Albert when they did
Albert
that
Einstein,
issue
was so
when he came to see him again at his deathbed, and he said we haven't seen each other since that tragedy of 1909.
Yeah.
So something happened in 1909 that separated them to where they wouldn't even be around each other till the end of their life. Well, issue this week that just came out where it's revealed that Redcoat at one point in his immortality had a wife and kids takes place in 1909, and Albert shows up on his doorstep.
You know, the wife and the kids are all
they're done, dude.
They're done, dude. Yeah, it's so sad, man.
But it's just wondering how many of them. Is it going to be the loss of one of them that leads to the separation of them? Is it going to be the loss of all of them? Is he going to blame Albert?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're about to see the tragedy that split these two, and it sounds cliche, but I don't know if I'm ready for it, man.
Yo, I'm if I had to guess what was going to happen, it has to do with like Albert Einstein's it has to do with something with his theory of relativity or something like that, and then bringing in Benedict Arnold, and then that's going to cost Simon Pure or Simon Plum his entire family. But it's going to have to do with something like that.
Will he do it in the conservatory though?
Possibly.
Yo,
legit, yeah, Redcoat is Redcoat is top tier, man. I've been saying that for the longest. I put Mark onto Redcoat.
Should I read this next? Superman 31 or Batman issue 3?
Nah, you can throw that right in the garbage.
Really?
Wow.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's like,
I'm
damn. Okay, let me throw it. Where's the trash can at? I'm just throwing it
I'm
back. It's the
I'm
DJ.
teasing.
What was
I'm
it? Let me see the
finally-
cover. Let me see the cover, Matt. I
Superman
don't
31.
recognize it from the variants.
It's Superman
I'm a-
31. It's the
I'm
Ozzy variant.
assuming that's the issue after the Legion of Darkseid War, after KO was kicked off.
Yeah. It's got the KO logo at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, I read
Um,
DC KO number 2 last night. That was incredible. I think
I
it
like
comes
the-
out next week.
I haven't
Yeah, it
read
comes out
yet,
on Wednesday.
I haven't got it yet. I'll probably a month where I get it.
Yeah, I
So,
read Absolute Batman the other day that comes out next Wednesday, and I read DC KO last night. And both of them, DC KO was wild, dude. It feels like a finale level issue, and we're just in issue number 2.
Did you read this one?
Can I ask you a question, Mark?
I have not yet, Matt. What's up,
It's pretty
DJ?
good.
I'm not getting any of the tie-ins for DCKO. Am I going to be lost? Like, for example, the Batman Nightfall one?
Mm-mm. The Batman night fight is enjoyable but
Night fight.
irrelevant. It's just, they offed Batman in issue 1 of the event, but they're not going to not milk the character Batman. So they have him to catch you up. He had a failsafe in his Hellbat suit that if he stops moving or his heart stops beating for too long, it boom tubes him out of there.
Wow.
And he wakes up from the boom tubing out of there thinking that it was just going to take him home, but it took him to an alternate place where he's having to figure out where and what it is. And it's a future where Nightwing is Batman. He has an army of Robins that anyone in the city can volunteer to be trained and help. And it's a world where he lost his mind from never putting down the cowl and ended up killing the other Robins. So you get a cool Nightwing Batman fight and a little dynamic and stuff. And it's not bad. It's really fun, but it's not relevant to the event. It's just
Gotcha.
where Batman while he's not there kind of thing.
I'm gonna
Awesome.
tell you,
Thank you.
it's Einstein doesn't have anything to do with relativity. Has everything to do with him being a low key pimp, and he probably steals her and like hits it.
Oh,
Miss-
dude, I didn't even think about that. That would be crazy.
Pretty
Mr.
good.
Stereo Girl.
They presented their family like
Oh,
they're
like
locked
a-
in, like they're dialed, like this family's meant to be. But what if she's just
Theory of relativity is what he calls his.
See how the
I didn't
distance
think
change
of
as
that.
I get excited?
Right. Let me introduce you to a new theory.
And now, if that doesn't happen, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Yeah.
The theory of
And
pimpiology.
DJ, the
He was a
tie-in,
pimp, dude. He was hitting it.
the tie-ins
Well,
in
he
Teen
was,
Titans is just exploring the evacuation of Earth, which isn't relevant because in DCKO number 1, they said that the Titans are going to stay behind and just monitor Earth to make sure everyone's safe while the heroes are away.
Yeah, man.
Just extra patrol kind of thing. Well, they're evacuating Earth in fear of how this event could play out.
Yeah, man.
Gotcha. Because I had skipped the first issue of DCKO, and then I got caught up in the hype. Everybody was talking about it, and I went and got it, and I read it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, wait for
Picking
issue
up
2.
on
It goes hard, dude.
Yeah, I have it in digital. We have the same source, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so I have that, and I have the next Absolute Batman, but I can't do digital for the life of me.
You don't have a tablet?
Real.
No, I have many
A tablet
tablets.
is a better way of reading digital.
Yeah, the tablet. I have a tablet that's just like, it's the same size as a comic. I don't mind
Get my
I don't mind doing that from time to time. I like the idea of being able to read ahead because of my limited time availability.
I'm just so old school where
I
I
like
need to,
DJ.
I need to sit in my chair and hold the comic in my hand and turn the page.
I'm the same way, DJ.
Are you taking deep breaths too when
It's
you're
a
doing that?
tactile
Smelling the
experience.
comics?
It depends on the comic. So usually Marvel is deep breaths, DC
Caroline.
is smelling. So
I did
Yeah.
read Predator versus the Marvel Universe, and gosh, that art is awful.
I had the Dollar General version, but I wanted to get the OG version.
That was the first thing I looked at on your post. I looked at the DC bullet in the corner. I'm like, oh, she's got the OG now, and it's signed.
who does the art on the Predator Kills the Marvel? Daniel.
I don't know, but it's
Picky
terrible, man.
I read issue 1, and the book was fun.
The
Yeah,
book
I've
is
been reading
fun
it. It's
itself.
fun.
The book is fun, but man, that art is bad.
Didn't
I-
Claremont
I-
write the
I-
original Alien versus Predator?
No.
What about it?
She said didn't Claremont write the? I don't think the art is
For Dark
terrible.
Horse? I don't
He
think
wrote
so.
Aliens or something.
Alien vs. Predator for Dark Horse was just a comic adaptation of the novels. So I doubt that they would hire a big name to come in and just.
No,
Yeah,
Ben Percy was-
Alien, Predator, Deadliest of the Species.
Yeah,
So that's not the
that was a
original.
Claremont. That's the Dark Horse book you're talking about, right?
That
Oh
was,
shit, Chris Claremont.
but that it was.
It was Dark Horse.
Yeah, but it was
Claremont wrote some.
the script was by Chris Claremont.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Alien Deadliest of the Species.
Yeah, Deadliest Set of Species.
He wrote a few of those. He used to write
So-
novels too.
Right. So Izzy, I'm gonna disagree with you on
Oh,
the art
Dairon.
being terrible. Like it's
I
probably
don't
not
like
the
it.
greatest, but it's not. It's not.
Okay,
I
go
mean,
to the
there's-
pages where they talk
So
to the Fantastic Four.
Claremont did not do the original Alien versus Predator comic books.
No, he did not. He
Dark
did.
Horse.
By Rob, he did Deadliest of
Please,
the
Rob.
Species.
Deadliest
Yeah,
of
that
the
was-
Species.
Yeah, the original, like it's Randy Stadley that put together the writing for the original AVP comics at Dark Horse.
Oh, Brian Barrick, you're doing what I want. You're going to hunt some comics. There's
Yeah,
nothing
happy hunting.
funner.
Happy hunting.
It is nothing. I mean, it's a nice Friday. It's a fall, and I mean, God damn it, comics need to be found, and they're not going to find themselves.
Yo, I was put on to the other day. Mon Comics, big shout out to Brandon. Mon Comics hit me up, and he was
Yes,
just
thank
like,
you.
"Dude, have you ever seen this?" And it's the first printing of Predator in comic books. It's a Argentinian book, and it's what do you call that? Like it's a direct translation of the movie into comic books. So it's called The Predator. And it is a ghost, impossible to find. There was one on
Interesting.
eBay, and he picked it up.
Bastard.
DJ, are you done eating your oatmeal?
I am done eating my oatmeal. Yes.
The reason why I
Can you
bring up
turn the
that
camera, please?
specific aliens.
Nah, I don't want to turn my camera on. I got some stuff going
He
on.
hasn't combed his hair properly.
This is bullshit.
Nah, yesterday we whatever. It's neither here nor there.
Caroline, what now about that specific alien?
The reason why I brought up that specific aliens is that there was a guy, a couple of people ahead of me, that brought that book, and Chris Claremont was really excited to talk about it.
Yeah.
And
I
it was
talked to
just
him about it
interesting.
too. And he loved
And I
talking
didn't-
about it.
Yeah, I didn't know that he had ever been part of writing a Predators, an Alien versus Predator, and I thought that was interesting.
Well, it doesn't have Predator in it. It's just Alien. I
It's
think.
Aliens, Deadliest of the Species, and then Predator.
Oh, okay.
It's Alien versus Predator.
Well, I asked him about it. He was real proud of it because he said he got to create a character in the series.
Okay.
You know, and like
So-
they let him
So
own
DJ,
the rights to it.
I got this link up of this page, and I'm going to show you right now what I mean by the artwork being terrible.
I mean,
Look-
art
look
art
at
is
this face.
art is subjective.
Oh,
Wait a minute, hold on.
No,
so
there's good art and there's bad art. Come on.
She's queefing.
Yeah, but look at her face.
in the
here.
first one because of that smile. And the
So
second
look at
one,
this.
It's like
what
smelling
issue
it.
is that? Is he because did the
This
artist
That's
is,
change?
number one.
this is Predator versus the Marvel Universe. Predator
You said
kills
what
the Marvel
issue
I know what
number?
issue.
And he's
Issue
You
wearing-
number
know,
one.
I mean, their faces.
know.
I mean,
So
they
what-
completed a face.
So who's the artist on that? Is it Daniel, like I said, Picciotto or whatever?
I don't think so. Let's find out.
Because then I think they actually changed. Because I agree that doesn't look good, but I think the artist
Oh.
might have
It's
changed because
awful,
that doesn't
dude.
look like the last.
Look at this.
3
This
and
is not
4.
even done right. This,
It's not that bad.
This is
Yeah.
bad. This face right here to be published on
Yeah.
a Marvel comic book.
You're
It's
no
not that
topic,
bad.
Farley.
I've seen worse stuff, right?
Look at it. The inker didn't even bother. The inker was like, "Yeah, let me just draw these line here and just." ink
Seeing
this."
worse is not a good way to compliment something. That's like saying crime's down. Yeah, but
not
down
complimenting it
1%
either,
from the
I'm
world,
saying it's
the
not
record
correct.
high.
Yeah.
Like the story in itself is fine, and I'm enjoying
But
it. And I don't
I
know
just-
why the thing looks like he's taking a crap.
He is.
Totally.
Can you just find out the artist? Because it's bugging me. Because issue 1 came out 4 months
It-
ago. So issue
Predator
2 and
kills
3,
the Marvel
it doesn't
Universe.
look
That's the
like
one I'm
that.
looking at.
Who's the fucking artist?
Izzy, he knows what you're looking at. Just scroll up. Just scroll up. Scroll up to the first page and look at the credits.
Marcelo Ferreira.
Why'd you
Then
say
it
it like
goes
that?
down the-
Marcelo Ferreira.
Let me see here. Let's take a look. At this.
Mozzarella.
So bad. I hate this thing. Like it
So-
was hard to read this while I was
Art.
looking at these pages. Like
You're
it's
such
crazy.
A, such
it's
an art
insane.
snob.
Yeah, but as an artist,
Some
I'm
of
looking at
it,
this
some
going
of it's
like,
really good, but a couple of the faces just pop out.
Yeah.
I didn't.
No, it is. That's true.
It didn't mess me up when I read through it. I was
so here. Oh, you got two artists. So you
Oh,
got
that explains
Marcelo
it.
and you got Daniel.
So
That's what it is.
So they're not involved in each of them, right? So I already put
Is it
away.
Marvel versus Aliens?
See,
No,
look, there
Predator
it is.
kills the Marvel Universe.
So,
So Marcelo isn't involved in issue number 3. Daniel has been involved in all the issues.
so Daniel's the. It looks like he's the primary. He inks his own stuff.
Mm.
It looks like it, right? So it looks like Marcelo Ferreira does the pencils while Jay Leston does his. That's what I'm assuming, and Daniel just does the work for both
Yeah.
for his
It's
stuff.
it's a real fun story.
It's a fun story, man. I'll agree
Yeah.
to that. Like
So-
I was enjoying it just for reading purposes, but the art was just killing me. It was so bad to me.
Yeah, I think you can still have a good comic with bad art. You can't have
Yeah.
a good comic
Like
with
here's not so bad.
terrible
There-
writing.
Hi, Nick.
Hi,
there's
Nick.
issues that are- like, look at this.
Oh, let's bring in the handsomeness to the panel.
Look at
Look
that.
at that smile. Look at that smile.
Yeah,
That's
2
cool. I like
pencilers
this.
and 2 inkers.
The Weapon
Marcelo
X.
Ferreira and Daniel Picciotto are both pencilers, and Picciotto is also an inker in addition to Jay Lesson.
And also a Pokemon.
He is,
Pokemon too.
Got to catch him. So
You know
I
what's
think this is Marcelo, but that Fantastic Four part was terrible. Look at that. That's
Nah,
not.
I gotta agree
Calm
with that.
down, Izzy. Are you going to talk about anything else?
So
I know.
Because I read it. I was reading it yesterday. And it was driving me crazy.
no, I
It's
gotta.
just she's queefing in a panel next.
I agree with that. You know what's a good book that I haven't heard anyone talk about? Sleep from Image.
I never even heard it.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't no comic book reader,
I'm
fool.
sleeping on it.
Yo, so it's Sleep. The creative team is Xander and Cannon, not Nick Cannon. He's too busy, having
Making
kids.
babies, paying rent. And
Yeah,
shit.
so the big twist hasn't been revealed. There's been 6 issues. It's like a werewolf story, but it's dope because the whole thing is in black and white, and there's red elements. So like his glasses are red. So the red, it signifies or represents like something, and no one has been able to put their finger on it. Yeah, but it's Sleep. I highly recommend Sleep, and the art is pretty dope. It's cartoony in a way, but it's like
It's done by Marcello Picciotto.
Macellini. Look at this panel. I can't read this book anymore. This Fantastic Four nonsense.
Yeah.
She looks like she's taking a dump.
Look at this thing. He's riding a bike with no seat.
She's not even emoting properly.
Where does his voice come from?
Yeah.
Some 1920s bad guy gangster.
Yeah, see, you killed my brother, you dirty rat.
See,
Mm-hmm.
hold on.
Cigarettes.
But you know what right now my favorite art, and Nick will probably agree with me on this because he's from, well, he claims he's from Brooklyn. I don't know. Spider-Man and Wolverine.
Oh, Carl Andrews.
Carl
Kari?
Andrews straight murdering this art.
I've always liked car stuff.
Yo, but it's like it feels. Anybody else reading Spider-Man and Wolverine?
Nobody cares about Spider-Man.
I'm with Caroline on this one.
What?
Nobody cares about Spider-Man.
What is
Nobody
this
cares.
affliction?
Marvel forced me to not care.
I kind of agree with that, but I was just like I
Nobody
didn't.
cares about Spider-Man.
Aside from
always care about
Spider-Man, I didn't have any I'm not pulling any Spider-Man. I was getting Amazing Spider-Man, then I dropped it because it was just.
We know
terrible.
you pull Spider-Man every day. You live in New York.
Hey, yo,
Boing, boing, boing.
hey, yo.
So then I was just like, let me pick up Spider-Man and Wolverine. Yo, the art is fantastic. It is both nostalgic and fresh. It reminds me of a lot of the McFarlane Spider-Man stuff. The Spider-Man.
Spider-Man and Wolverine original story was excellent.
Yo,
From
it is.
80s?
It's amazing.
The OG one, it's hard to get any better than that.
Mm.
Yeah, so I would recommend it, but you guys don't. Just
We're losers.
I just got to talk about DC on this thing.
Hey, DJ, I'll pick it up. I might pick it up in
Just
trade
talk
just
about
because you
sleep.
recommended it. I might
Thank
pick
you,
it up in
Matt.
trade
Thank you.
for me.
I'm not
Thank
listening
you.
to a fucking thing he's saying.
Hey.
Damn.
Oh, wait, oh.
Oh, way too far.
Yo, Lady F, at the next Heroes Con, I'm gonna bring a set of Rock and Sock'em robots, and we're gonna play.
We're gonna go down.
have it
You
out.
know what? Fine.
uh,
And you know what? You know who's gonna be on my side? Fucking
D.
Mrs. Lynx.
Mrs. Lynx.
Uh-oh.
D.
Mrs. Lynx.
Mrs. Lynx.
That
And
loser.
she'll laugh, bitch. She'll laugh and laugh. You have the Bill S one? Do you have the Bill S number 7?
What is that?
I always love this
Absolute
show
Batman.
on Friday mornings. You never know what's going to happen.
Well, it's mostly me coming on and saying inappropriate things to get them banned and being mean.
This is
Well,
true.
they start Rob and Mark started off talking about the Revolutionary War, and then I came in because I thought they were talking about the comic book Redcoat for about 2 seconds.
Mm.
Then I realized, wait a minute, Paul Revere's not been in Redcoat yet. So
Not yet. He's on the way. He's got to be.
Yeah.
You'll hear him
There'll be an
coming.
appearance.
You'll hear him
Any day.
coming.
That'll
we
be
were
John
talking
Adams in
about
there
the-
too.
We're talking about the new Ken Burns documentary that they're
Ken
just
Burns is
releasing
the
on
shit.
They're just releasing on PBS. It's like they're dropping one episode a day, 12 hours, 6-part, 2 hours each. But yeah, I watched part
About
1.
the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, from
They're doing it?
1754 till I don't know how far after it'll go, but it's really
Probably
good.
1780s.
Is it like set to Hamilton?
Yeah,
We haven't got there yet. We'll see.
they got that Fruity Tooty guy to come do it.
Fruity Tooty guy.
No, you got Josh Brolin is
Musical
one of
guy.
the narrators, and Kenneth Branagh is one of the narrators.
Lin-Manuel Miranda. Lin-Manuel.
All right, simmer down, simmer down.
Baseball documentaries are top tier.
Dude, baseball's stupid. I'm just kidding. No, he
Why
You
does.
know
you
what guy is
choosing
good
violence?
when you know a guy is good when you try to use an editing software and it says Ken Burns. That's when you know a guy's good.
No,
You get what I'm saying?
true.
The
That's a
thing
good
is
point.
that Ken Burns will make you care about America. That's the thing. Like when I was younger, I did not find American history appealing, and then I saw Ken Burn documentaries
Because you're a traitor.
because I'm a traitor, mostly because I'm a
Goddamn
traitor.
redcoat.
It's because I've got more fealty to Albert Einstein than to Britain. No, I don't know.
I knew I heard a bit of the monarchy in your voice.
Yeah, to the king. And anyways,
You're related to the Habsburgs.
yeah, I am a Saxe-Coburg. How did you know that? Saxe-Coburg Goethe. And I fucking really do think that the World War II and the fucking Vietnam War documentaries that he did and a state parks documentary that he did is like the shit.
Speaking of documentaries, Mark, your ears are going to perk up about this one. You probably know about it. So today, dropping on Amazon, the Age of Disclosure documentary.
What is that about?
Talking
Sounds
about
like that's right up Mark's alley.
yeah.
Aliens.
Yeah, talking about aliens and how the government has been suppressing all this information. So what came out in that was like there's a legit, and we all know this stuff. So there, you know how the government denied working on any alien and when I say alien projects, I'm just talking about like tracking stuff, not actual aliens. Denied having anything for
Foreign
years.
shit that they don't know what it is, and it's alien to them.
Exactly, 100%. But then in this documentary, they uncover that there were all these programs. People that were working on the programs are in it. There's a lot of high-level government officials in it. Like Marco Rubio is one of the main people in it. Like, and they're showing all these videos that government suppressed and all that stuff, like the Tic Tac video, the spinning top video, and like all this. Other
I think it's a lot of it. Most of it is weapons tech.
I think so too.
Bless you.
You know, a lot of
Bless
people
you.
thought when they were testing the stealth bombers and stuff that was a UFO as well.
Well, it was. They didn't know what the fuck it was in the air.
Nick, do you believe in aliens?
I do.
You do believe in aliens?
He lives in Texas. Of course he does.
Wow.
I think I might be one, motherfucker.
Well, I do believe there's life on other planets because it's an awful big space if there's no other life out there of some kind. But is it like little green men? I don't know.
I think it would be extremely cocky of us to assume that we're the best things out there.
No, well, I don't
Yeah, we
believe.
have to imagine, that there was going to be other intelligent life out there.
We definitely got some.
I don't know what to believe, so I just go on
That's
with my
probably the
day-to-day
best way to look
Just
at it.
listen to the government, whatever they say, do that.
life.
Or the opposite.
Hey, can I ask with DCKO number 2? Is this Javi's regular art style?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
I haven't read 2, but I think it's
Who's doing the art?
Javi Fernandez.
Javi Fernandez.
I don't know. Did you notice the weird Superman face in the beginning? The rest of it's
Yeah, it's
pretty
like two
tight.
different styles. It's like weird.
Did you see the Fantastic Four?
No, this there's
Marvel.
one shot of Superman's face up
Predator
close
kills
that
Marvel.
parallels that Sue Storm.
Wow. Javi.
It's like his left eye is not where it should be.
Hmm.
His
That's-
art reminds me of Raphael Albuquerque, though.
That's sad. Marvel's The Ultimates will be wrapping up soon. Issue number 18 was dope, man. Nah, dude. See, it's spoken like a true DC shill. The Ultimates and Ultimate Spider-Man have been amazing. The other one,
I like them
and
both
Ultimate
pretty good.
Wolverine.
I got to catch up on them, but I really like the Ultimates.
The Ultimates has been really good, Mark.
Black Panther.
I haven't been reading Black Panther or
You're stupid.
Ultimate X-Men. I've been accused of being stupid once or twice.
I read Black Panther #1 and immediately bailed. Like, no,
Yeah,
this
I didn't even
Checks
bother
out.
reading them. Like I was picking up the Black Panther with the Alex Ross covers, and I read issue 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, that's Ta-Nehisi Coates was on that one.
That's
Yeah. And
E-Man, you got to pop your camera on for a second before you come up.
No, wait, hold on.
No, it's not that one. It's not.
It's
not
one right after that.
Yeah, the one after. Yeah.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. I only read a couple of those, but
So you're not a real comic book fan.
I'm not. And then, but I did read the series before that.
Interesting.
All right, now you're good.
Man, like all of the bullshit. It's like I got to get in on
I get
this.
it. I know.
Good morning,
you gotta
sir.
make sure that people come
Good
in
morning.
on your show are who they are. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure people that come in on my show don't come in on my show, if you know what I'm saying.
It's weird. 'Cause backstage when he was like, turn on your camera. I showed him
Baby
a
cakes,
toothpick,
how
and
you
that's why he let me-
doing?
How you doing? What's going on, puppy? Oh, look at that.
Just
Look
here
at
packing.
What's that, Nick?
that.
What's
Man,
that, Nick?
you're packing a big package there, guy.
It's a
My
big package,
goodness.
yeah.
Oh my.
Actually, it's not a big package. This is a big package.
And I'm
But,
out.
but it's a big personality, is what it is.
This is a big package.
Oh, look at that.
What do you got there?
Saucy.
So there is a slab and an 11 by 17
Ooh.
original art.
Oh,
Is it by Marcello Piggiotto?
I don't think it was Marcello that was the bad artist. I think it was the other guy.
yeah. I'm gonna look
The
for that
Piccocello.
Fantastic Four page.
Mark. I don't know. The way you guys said whatever you just said, it just felt like I needed to sprinkle some of that on some pasta. Just
Some alien disclosure.
Some Marcello Fabiliano.
I thought you were
was
here for the
Pacheco.
alien disclosure.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about aliens.
Let's go.
Are they real?
Yes.
You believe in aliens?
No. I don't believe in aliens. If I believe in aliens, that means that I put my faith in them. That they.
Yeah, he
they
worships
here
them at an
and
altar somewhere.
I do believe that they are out there. Like I said, there's 200 trillion galaxies out there with billions of stars, and one of them's got to have another life form out there. And they're looking at us, and they're looking at us like, yeah, we're not messing with them. I think we're like a pit stop on a crazy ass tour around
When
the
they drive
universe,
by, when they
because
fly
they come
by,
by and they
roll
look
their
at us and
windows
they're
up.
like, "Oh, these ones are crazy. Come and check this out. Just don't get near, but check these things out over here." They're kinda
Yeah, they
crazy.
roll the windows up when they drive by.
You know how they say don't put your finger in an animal cage? Like we're the animal cage. And they don't want to like figure out what's going on in here. And then the ones that actually landed are the people who got like their arm ripped off from tigers and stuff. They're the dumb ones. I think there's aliens. I thoroughly believe there are.
Thoroughly.
People don't ever talk about it. But,
Do you
what
blame
if it
Hot
was
Rod
just one of
for
those
Octopus being killed?
What if it was one of those situations where, like, coming from a different planet with a different atmosphere and gravity? What if they're real and they've been around? They're just really fucking tiny. You know what I mean? Like they're 3 inches tall.
They're like the little guy that was inside the guy in Men in Black.
Men in Black. It's
Yeah.
possible. I mean, honestly,
Well, they have
anything is
translucent
possible.
skin, you can't see them.
Or everyone else has, like micro
I'm here for
Yeah.
some different like realities and multiverses and shit. I'm here for some of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Are y'all up to date on Stranger Things before the final season drops in a few days?
I am, but I gotta go back and like reabsorb the last season.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with
so
you,
good.
Matt. I need to go
It
back
is
and
so
watch
good.
it. I heard
I
it.
just
Yeah.
watch a screen crush. You know what you need to remember.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
one
would-
of those. There'll be a recap YouTube video somewhere.
Yeah. When does it start? Next week, right?
Next week.
Wednesday they drop the first 3 episodes, which would be like over 5 hours of content for those 3 episodes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to watch it.
Or like I think they're like an hour and a half, and an hour. So like over 4 hours of content.
I'm really behind on everything. I just started watching Witcher season 1 like last week. So
Oh god,
only-
that's so good.
That's the only season worth watching.
is it? Well, so I'm good after the rest of it.
Preacher?
Just need to watch the first season. Okay,
Just the
that's
first
good. Actually.
season. Like the second season wasn't bad, but then after that, just
It's a
Just
tough
stop.
watch.
it's like
Yeah,
it's like play the or watch the first season and then just play the games. You'll get better content doing that.
Yeah, I saw season 1 and it was a slog to get through.
So don't listen to DJ. Obviously, like whatever he likes, you guys don't, and whatever you guys like, he doesn't. So he's kind of like the.
I'm sorry, I have
boy,
standards.
You know. Again, like I said. But yeah,
it was just
honestly,
tough
season
to
1
get
was
through.
great. Season 2 was okay, and after that, I just didn't care. Just play the games, or just watch other kids play the games on it, because apparently that's the thing that a lot of people do nowadays.
not-
Is watch other people play games and they
I
absorb
still
everything.
haven't beat The Witcher 3. It's been
I'm not much of a
15
gamer
years.
these days, though, except for like
I know.
retro games. I play SNES games. That's
What
about it.
like I have literally 5 games that I've been wanting to play and I haven't finished them. Like Claire Obscure Expedition 33, that's gonna win Game of the Year. I put 10 hours into that game and I haven't finished it. Witcher 3, same thing. But they're good. I know they're good. I just gotta go back and finish them.
Ghost of Yote. Pick that one up.
Oh, I need to get that.
Yeah, don't you have to play Ghost of Tsushima before that? Or
No,
they
that's that actually takes place 300 years before Yote.
Oh,
Yeah, I
tell
need
you
to
what,
get that Yotu.
The
Yeah.
videos I have seen of the new upcoming Wolverine game have made me want to get a PS5, though.
but don't get a PS5 just for one video game.
You got to play the Spider-Man games too.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Well,
I
I
suggest-
want to get one. It's just a big purchase for me. Like, there's still so many comic books I'd rather buy, to be
I
honest.
suggest just play the other Wolverine game that came out long time ago. That's a pretty fun game. The one from the movie. Remember the video game for the movie?
Yeah, I remember it.
That was a great game.
Remember the one on NES where Jim Lee? They did the Jim Lee cover for the.
Yeah, that one wasn't so
kind
great.
of terrible. That one's kind of terrible. That one that they had, the NES game they had, was it Batman and something Joker? It was just awful too. It was just an awful game.
Remember
See,
the original X-Men game for NES? That was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
See,
I
Matt,
remember
if you get a PC, you
The
can
Wolverine arm.
play every single one of those
that.
games.
Everybody knows the greatest comic book game of all
Or
time.
Magneto.
is
was
Spider-Man
it?
2 for
Little
PS2.
squiggly lines? Magneto
Maximum
had little
Carnage
squiggly
by
lines.
Sega Genesis. Yeah.
Which one did you say, Matt?
Maximum Carnage, Sega Genesis game is
I
my
was-
favorite.
I was
That
going to
was
say
great.
Spider-Man 2, the movie Spider-Man 2 for PlayStation 2 was like the first open world
Oh,
one.
yeah, I remember that game. Yeah.
That game was like Grand Theft Auto as Spider-Man. It was,
Yeah.
oh my God, it was amazing.
I had the Maximum Carnage on SNES, and it was a red cartridge, and I thought it was fucking sick. And
I
it
think
played
that
that
one-
hard ass
I think
music.
that one sells too. Like it's worth a pretty penny.
What Maximum Carnage now?
Maximum Carnage, the red.
Well,
Man, can you weigh in on this comment, this idea?
Buying a console while sitting at a computer makes no sense to. I understand what that means. It's like if you have. Well, here's the thing though, Sledge.
My
If they
computer
have a regular
could run
computer,
Pac-Man.
if they have a regular computer without a GPU, then having a console makes sense. But
I
if you build a
understand
computer
what
specifically
Sledge is
for
saying, Jamie,
gaming,
but
then yeah, to me it doesn't make any sense because I have a gaming PC. I don't have a console. I don't have a PS5 anymore. But if you have just like a regular standard laptop or just a computer with no actual gaming abilities, then having a console makes sense.
But I don't think my computer could run Pac-Man at this point.
Hey, Miss Kitty, come on.
Man.
I'll get you
Yeah,
some
but you
kibble.
know what? It's strong enough for you to go live there, Matt. So hey, you're doing something
Have you ever
right.
seen my lives? What happens a lot of times? Ask Carolyn; she knows.
Nothing.
It
All right,
goes
guys, I gotta go. I got a meeting at 9:30. Have a good one.
Take care, buddy.
Hey, Nick.
Bye, Nick.
Peace, Nick.
Well, Mark knows what happens when I stream sometimes. It goes, the computer.
Lag.
Lag. Yep. But I have a new computer I'm working on. I just got to get a keyboard to get for it.
Those are
Should be good.
If you get I was gonna say, if you get a laptop and they have someone install Linux on it, and all you're doing is using it to stream and just go online,
Mhm.
it actually would work so much faster and better.
Okay.
It really would, but you need someone to go in there and kind of tinker around with it.
So that's the point. The Steam machine is coming out. That looks
Steam?
interesting.
Like a Steam Deck or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be able to do a lot.
The Steam machine to me makes sense for people who have consoles and they want to dip their hands on a PC without spending PC money. And I get that because that Steam machine is going to be able to play all Steam games and all Xbox games and some PS or PlayStation games. I think it's dope. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea for people who want to upgrade. I think it's a great idea for people who want to play PC games on a TV. They might actually hit with this. They might actually hit really hard with this one right here. I'm waiting to see what the reaction is to that machine when it gets released. I'm actually more interested in the VR headset that they have.
Nerd. I'm gonna walk right off a cliff with that
I
shit.
know. This coming from the Lord of the Rings.
I've
nerd.
just seen so many bad things happen with people in VR that get really into it, and it's just
people running into walls and punching kids in the face.
you're just ruining their homes, and it's just like, oh my god.
Well, with the new
Go
apparently with the
outside
new
and do
VR
it.
headset, though, it's going to actually have some kind of a proximity sensor, which tells you where you're at in your home.
Well, it clearly
So
works.
it's supposed to be really good too. So I'm looking forward to seeing the reviews on that one right there. I really am.
See, people like ruin big screen TVs by like diving into it and shit, just like crazy shit. The VR, the VI.
I wanted to know, Mark, I know you're heavy into Ghost Machine. Did you read the Sisterhood? I have those issues, but I haven't read them yet.
All 4 issues, just waiting on the final one. I think there's one more. Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun.
Pretty good.
And I know it's a offshoot of Hyde Street, yeah.
I just had the first 2 of those.
I'm so behind on my reading right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, 2 best friends go to college, learn together. One's more keen for staying on track with the academics. The other one gets into the social stuff. Too much drinking and antics at a sorority pledging thing. She drowns. The friend blames her, gets haunted by her ghost, and encouraged to go infiltrate the sorority and expose them so that she gets some justice for her death. And she gets in there and all that, and the ghost starts violently killing the girls there. And then the friend who's being haunted gets blamed by the law, and it's crazy. It has like this Moon Knight element where she'll like black out and she'll come back to and have blood all over her, dead bodies everywhere, and she'll be driving a cop car and not know how it happened because the ghost is taking her place and just doing work. It's pretty cool. But in the midst of running and gunning, she finds herself on Hyde Street. Now that typically plays out.
Mm-hmm. I like Hyde Street a lot.
I do too.
Like all of them are really good. It's weird. I wanted to say this earlier when you guys brought it up slightly.
It's on my pull list.
I want to say like Rook and Redcoat are my favorites for 2 different reasons. While Geiger's a very, very close second, and then Hyde Street's a very close 4th. I'd want to say this, like, even though Energon Universe is my favorite, I do recognize I think Ghost Machine Universe is just overall better. Because G.I. Joe for Energon, I think is not bad. It's cool, and I'm enjoying it. But I have way more fun, and I feel like I get more out of Ghost Machine stuff.
The G.I. Joe one's getting better, though. I mean, like I've noticed the business has picked up, and they're starting the Dreadnought War in issue 13. And I read 12 and 13, and Void Rivals has taken an interesting turn.
I picked these up from Pops too. I don't have Scarlet. I haven't read Scarlet yet, but I picked up Scarlet from Pops.
Oh yeah, those are all mine.
You need help?
And then
Yeah, I got all 4 of the miniseries on there.
yeah, I didn't pick them all up because I already have Duke and I have Destro. So I
That one
need
was my favorite. Cobra Commando was my favorite.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
agree with you. Out of the 3 that I read, the miniseries, Cobra Commander, I felt like was the best. I
Did you read
really
Scarlet?
What was that?
Did you read Scarlet?
Not yet. I want to.
Scarlet was for me. It was the best one.
I like Scarlet. I like all of them actually. Though. But
I need to know. Like, I also am curious. Like, where is she? And I'm sure it's going to answer that in here. It's like she hasn't been in any of the in the comics. I'm like, what's going on? And then I picked these up from. I'm
Well,
gonna say Pops, but I'm sure that these are probably Marks also, right?
the bigger question is where the hell is Snake Eyes at? He's still
Yeah.
not showed up in anything.
Yeah.
There's plans. They got plans for Snake Eyes in New York Comic Con. They
Okay.
revealed that they do have something planned, so we're gonna get Snake Eyes very, very, very soon.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna get? Are we gonna get a miniseries for Snake Eyes, or is it going to be?
They
like,
didn't even say that. They didn't say. They just said that. Don't worry, guys. He's coming soon.
It's such a trip to me how they're also incorporating Mask, and they're doing it so well. And I'm like, I'm happy that Mask is in there also. And they're not overdoing it with Mask, at least not yet. And I'm just wondering if they're going to get their own comic. I would love to jump in on that one right there.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's still surviving on my end as far as Energon stuff is Void Rivals. And it's just I love Suckzoid. Like he's just so cool. Like his little story.
I wish they would have like at Proxima Midnight. I wish they bring out an action figure of him. He was he's awesome.
I need a Proxima Midnight of that.
Yeah,
That's
that
nice.
would be dope. I still want to get that San Diego Comic Con like Transformer like box set, but me and you remember we were talking about we need one with Clutch in the Jeep.
Yeah.
That would be a cool box set.
Like you said, yeah, like you said, Clutch with Hound in a box
Yeah,
set,
with Hound, that would be
SDCC
amazing.
or some kind of con. That would be so sick. I would swoop up on that for sure.
Yo, is he any update on Josh's store?
So Josh he's still working on. He's waiting for the fire marshal. That's why he hasn't given an actual date.
Mm.
But he is planning to do like a soft sale for on Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So he's planned that one. I'm gonna go help him out tomorrow, either today or sometime this week, for the comics because he got the toys all up. So all the toys are up. It's a nice little small spot, but it's a fun spot. And the location, you couldn't ask for a better location in that area.
Location.
Oh, did you see that they're making a different print that's a version of this for the I
Oh,
think
they
it's
are?
Surprise there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was one of the most popular covers out of those.
Yeah, I want to get the Miss Piggy Battle World one so I can get like a set of homages in the OG and like just line them up.
You have to get if you want the Mark Spears one, you have to shell like $150. Unfortunately.
Oh, that Dracula one or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck it is. Here's the 2 different.
Ooh, you got the dollar store one and the OG one.
First print, second print, first print, second print.
Dollar store.
Dollar Tree. It was Dollar Tree.
This is a dollar store one. They're reprinting it, but it has the
You got a lot of reprints out.
blue, and then this is the first print.
Red.
Man,
Yeah.
check this out, DJ.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, that's cool. What books are those?
This is guy I know, Punisher, or not Punisher, Surtur Collectibles. He does his own I'm pretty sure they're not licensed, but anyway,
Yeah. No, those are dope.
I just like the cover art. But yeah, he did these for Halloween.
Here's a Loki,
I'm a big Jason fan, you know.
an homage to Star Wars that people may not know about is Howard the Duck 23. Star Wars homage.
Oh yeah, isn't Howard the Duck 19 the first appearance of Kiss in comics?
12 or 13.
12 or 13 or something like that. All
I
right.
think 12 is like their cameo and 13 is their full appearance.
Oh, okay.
So first appearance is 12. I hear you.
Look, this is what it says. I would say that Wolverine's first appearance is 180, but look, don't do this shit with me. I'm not the one. Don't do that shit with me. Don't fuck with me.
So DJ, another question for you. You're going tomorrow or what?
Am I going where tomorrow?
Big Apple.
Oh my God, what are you, 14? DJ, be nice.
No, I don't know.
That moody ass teenager.
The way am I going where tomorrow?
Where tomorrow?
No, because that wasn't that. That was me like kind of processing at the same time. Like, did I promise to go somewhere and I totally forgot about it? So that's.
Oh no, I didn't say you promised.
Oh no. That was my process.
How was your sassy teenager?
Am I going to Big Apple Con tomorrow? I don't want to go.
You don't have to go.
What time are you going to be there?
I'm going to be there in the morning because I'm going to be there till about 2:30. And then from there I'm going to go back home to get the car to go to AEW.
Gotcha. I'll be honest about the Big Apple Con. I was there with Izzy last year. We went.
Yep.
I do not like that show. That show is the epitome of all the old school gatekeeping comic dealers that do not want to. There's a few that are good.
Heroes Con.
The Heroes is there, and Absolute Comics and Statues is there. But the rest of the dudes, they're like, yo, can you give me a break on this? You know what? No, and throw in an additional $20 on that price tag. Like,
I'd love just to go there and argue with those people just for sport.
So it's like that.
Well, you know why though?
And they don't sell.
But you want to know why, DJ?
It's my Carbo.
But but here's the crazy thing. So I contacted them about getting a table, and then since I know somebody, they said, oh yeah, sure, we could get you a table, we'll give you a discount. And the discount they offered me, now keep in mind, this is a one-day show.
Yeah.
The discount they offered me was $340 for an artist table.
Is that good
for
or bad?
1 day?
Well, you have to put it in perspective. How much were they charging for the table if that's the discount?
Yeah. Exactly. I know what they would charge for the table. The
Well,
table itself was like $375. That's the same price.
So they came down $75 for you, which is still
that is the same price. $375 is the same price for a table at Heroes Con for a full weekend. That's the difference.
Oh,
So
over in the other section.
But then, so it's not apples to apples, right? So
no, it's not.
And again, I'm not like a big fan of Big Apple Con, but it's in New York. You're gonna get a lot more traffic there. It's a one-day thing. It's like an event show. So you're going to get your money back, your $300 investment in your table. You should be able, unless you're drawing like the dude from the Fantastic Four, you should be able to pull your money back like quickly. So then I can see that. But for me, it's just not a good show, and it's super packed. Like the way it's even the artists, because it's spread out like in that U, right, in the other room.
It's spread up into little rooms, so it's like pocket rooms, right? So when you enter in, you go up the stairs, and it's like a nice ballroom. It's just like a whole bunch of different ballrooms and stuff like that.
How
the major ballroom?
How big is it? Like Heroes Con is what, 270?
Oh, it's nowhere near. It's a hotel. It's nowhere near.
Like a quarter of it.
No, not even.
Oh shit!
It's just a whole bunch of ballrooms put together. Like just put a whole bunch of ballrooms together and stuff like that. It's a fun show to hang out in because you get to see a lot of friends and stuff like that.
So space wise, it's not even like, so you know in Heroes Con, like all the way to the left, how you have that like L. It's not even like big like that if it was all one giant space.
Oh snap! That's
like
it's
small.
It's compact. It's very compact, and there's pillars. Like each room could hold like 3 rows of tables.
Yeah.
And then there's one bigger room, and the bigger room even has like a balcony as well, and that will hold probably 20 vendors.
It's real
something like that. And Heroes has a big Heroes Con is there because they're friends with Carbo. They got a big spot.
Heroes aren't hard to find.
Yeah, they're the biggest vendor there.
They're the biggest vendor. They're prime real estate, but they're not. But they're in the big ballroom. They're in that grand ballroom.
Yeah, them and Absolute Comics and Statues.
Yeah,
they have a big thing too. But it's just, I don't know. It's because it's Mike Carbo, so it's like, I don't know. It's just not for me.
Do we not
especially-
like Mike?
I
Carbo?
enjoy running into those vendors that want to just talk to you like you don't know what values of books are and that their inflated prices are legit. Because the last time someone did that to me, I was live streaming Friday morning before Heroes started, and I was looking for my first appearance of Ghost Rider, and I went back and forth with this guy on this 1.0, and he was just certain of the price. And I was live streaming on my phone, so I couldn't pull up and just be like, dude, you're a fucking liar. But I was telling him, like, actually the price is this, that, and the third, because I just looked them up before I went wandering just to have it in my brain. So I just went down a few vendors, kept live streaming, and ran into a guy and started like talking over this Jack Kirby, ironically enough, American Revolution drawing that he did for like some newspaper. And we were kind of, me and the vendor, who was an older guy, were kind of just fanboying over this piece of history, you know. And then I noticed he had a Marvel Spotlight 5 and a 3.0, and I ultimately got it for significantly less than the 1.0 was being offered. So what I did was, instead of putting it in my book bag, I held it like this and walked back down to the other vendor and looked at his back wall for a while till I could see him looking at me where I bought a higher grade copy moments after he was full of shit.
No, it's Eman had asked if I don't like Mark Carbo. It's not that I don't. I think he's a cool guy. Like, we spoke many a times. He even came one time. The first year we were there in Heroes Con. Yeah, the splash necklace. In Heroes Con, he came over to the booth and he was like, "Oh, you guys are the cancer guys. I want to talk to you. Whatever." He's just a nut job.
Oh,
But
he is someone. He's kind of the Ozzy Osbourne of comic book vendors, because you know the guy has taken everything at one time of his life, and it says he's permanently stoned.
Pretty sure he's
That
still
type of
hiding
guy.
half of everything in his anus at any given
dude,
moment.
and he's just one of those dudes that's super eccentric. So you know how, like, Anthony, the
He's a
art guy.
character.
So
Yeah, I'm
he's
familiar.
like that, like turned up. So he'll walk around with his Spider-Man pajama pants with a suit blazer, with a suit jacket, and that's how he rolls.
Big straw hat.
he's
But the
like
guy's been in the business
super
forever.
eccentric. Then, yeah.
Carbo wears a fucking ascot half the time. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He-
but everybody in this show, nobody wants to sell comics. Everyone is just mean and just sitting there like, "Arr," like no one wants to sell anything.
Yeah, because
And
how much they had to pay for a table. That
No,
probably.
but then when you ask, and I'm only talking about comic vendors. I'm not talking about artist alley stuff. So I don't have any experience over there. But like, you ask them, hey, can I see that? And it's just like almost like an inconvenience. Oh, you're gonna make me get up out of my stool, and now I have to reach for this thing on the wall that you're probably not gonna buy. You know what? Harold? I think that's the dude.
Like,
You know what, Harold? I'm not buying shit. Peace.
I want to give you a good con story. When I went to Heroes Con, Mike Grell.
Wrong.
Shut up. Fuck you. Mike Grell had his thing set up, had his little, but he wasn't there because he was sick. But his buddy was doing it for him, and I went and I asked. I was like, "Man, how's he doing?"
This is gonna be a good con story.
It is. I was like, "How's he doing?" I just want to check in and see if he's doing all right. And he's like, "Yeah, I mean, he's going through some surgery, but like he's on the mend." And he's like, "I really appreciate you asking about that. And anybody that stops by and asks, we have this big card we'd ask you to sign. And also anybody that stops by and asks, they gave me this, and it's like a bunch of prints just for asking how Mike Grell was. And among one of those prints was this, a signed print by Mike Grell."
Oh, let me make you big. Hold on. That's fantastic.
Mike
Yeah.
Grell
Oh,
is
that's
a-
dope. Yeah.
Just for
Wow,
asking,
look at Warlord on there.
how is Mike Grell doing? Because I cared about him.
He's doing great. He just did a variant cover for the most recent issue of Redcoat.
And here's
Oh,
that's what the guy gave me, and I signed his card, and I just said, thanks for all the stories and the art that you've given us over time. I'm just like, please get better, and just doing a little thing like asking how somebody's doing.
Yeah.
It could go a long way, man.
Or you can piss them off and then tell you stay the fuck out of their business.
Yeah, or he could have told me he's dead, and I could have run around
shit.
crying.
Mike Grell.
That's from Shaman Tears over at that looks like it is. No, it might not have been.
Oh man, Shaman Tears. That was like one of the first Image books. Yeah.
Yeah.
Valiant.
We had a little sing along with Mike Grell.
Anyways,
the
that's
one at Heroes Con.
just little things.
That's
Little things.
fantastic right there. Have you identified all the characters yet?
Me, I'm stupid as shit. I haven't, you know.
Well, I know that. That's why I said yet.
Well, I know that.
Haha.
So, anyways, I have about 2 total Warlord books, but it's because I do love Mike Grell's art,
Yeah.
and he has been part of the industry and has really helped the format
You crying?
progress.
It was kind of a bummer that he wasn't able to make Heroes Con this past year. It's the first time in a long time.
Yeah, but just, you know, sometimes little things go a long way.
Agreed.
DJ always had the video footage of doing the haze back and forth with him.
That was amazing. Hey, make me want to shout.
Felt like we were in the montage of Wedding Crashers, but with Mike Grell.
That's awesome.
That was so dope.
That's dope.
But yeah, dude, I really did like Heroes so much, and I'm so thankful that I got to go.
Start making your arrangements. It's going to get here again sooner than you know it.
I'm already making my plans for next year.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
you
another
better be
reason why I'm
there.
going tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm
be
going to
able to
get
make
to
it.
talk
I'll be there.
the promoter.
I've already set the. Going to be reserving a room soon because I got Flat Earth Santa, Jeff,
Glenn.
and and Psychotronic Squirt Gun Aaron.
Oh,
Aaron's
you're getting a
coming.
suite?
Yeah, we're all 4 going. So
Are you getting a suite?
yeah.
Fuck yeah, it's gonna be banging.
Izzy, what were you saying?
Sorry.
No, that's another thing. I'm going for Big Apple since they're going to be there. I'm going to be talking to the Seth, I think's his name. So he's going to be there. I already spoke to Carla, so she's not going to be there.
Carla's the one that does the table
Yeah, he
organizing.
does most of the work. Yeah,
And
does
then
the heavy lifting.
it's Sheldon's Con. Heroes is Sheldon's Con. I'm not sure the other guy you mentioned is. There's one of the employees.
She mentioned Seth. That's how she called him. So
Well, Seth is probably just one of the employees.
Yeah, Seth is gonna look at you like, get away from me. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no
Sheldon-
power.
You're not gonna be going back and forth with Sheldon on anything. He has staff, you know.
yeah.
But you'll see him wandering around the con the entire
Oh yeah,
time.
I see him all the time.
Shout out
Oh,
to
what's that, E-Man? Show us your pretties, your rainbow of comic colors.
Oh yeah, your
Let us taste that rainbow.
capsules.
We see your pretties.
One of every single one of the colors: purple, orange, all the good ones.
Did you Roy G. Biv it? Did you put it in that order?
Oh no, I should, huh?
Fucking you should.
So Seth is her boss. That's who Seth is. He's Carla's boss.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Boy.
Very, very nice.
Put a good word in there.
I think this is from, let me look it up. Famous Funnies 148. Famous Funnies 148.
There we go.
So, topic of discussion I really wanted to mention. What do you guys thought about Superman #1 going for $9.1 million?
I ain't got that kind of money.
That's chump change. Come on.
I think
That's chump change. Why not 10?
Yeah.
No. I'm just kidding. We kind of talked about it earlier, me and Mark and Rob, but I mean, it's big money, but I mean, it's a 9.0. Although they probably, from what Swaggelhouse did in his video, they made a.
Is it a 9.0?
I was saying Swaggelhouse was talking about that. They graded it on a curve, definitely.
Yeah. Is it really a 9.0?
But I'm not going to sit there and argue over a book I can't afford no matter what grade.
Even if it was a 0.5, you still won't be able to buy it, right?
Exactly. Izzy. You can have no cover. You can have no cover, Izzy, and I still couldn't afford it.
1946.
I think, what's up, Austin? Yeah. I think it was a little, like, it went a little too high, especially that it wasn't an Action Comics, like it was a Superman 1.
There you go.
12th appearance of Superman.
Yeah, so I think it was a little ridiculous, if I'm going to be honest.
But it's his first solo title, iconic cover.
What was his first appearance in? What, like Action 1? What was his
Action?
first-
Yeah, Action Comics.
The Action Comics 1?
Yeah. So the Action Comics, the last one sold at an 8.5, which is also pedigree. That sold for $6 million.
See, but that's what I'm saying. So that's like, you would never see
I think
Amazing
that's more
Spider-Man.
iconic.
100%, but you would never see an Amazing Spider-Man 1 go for more than an Amazing Fantasy 15. So for a Superman 1 to go for
It depends on the grade.
3.1 more million than Action 1 is insane.
In the
I mean,
same
yeah,
grade?
but if it was the same grade, Lady F.
And we're talking about a year. It's
wasn't.
only been a year, and an 8.5 to a 9.0. That's not really that much of a difference when you think about grades.
Nah, at those prices, it's a major difference.
Yeah, 6 million versus 9 million. So my question that's going to end up being, will the person that currently owns the Action Comics sell it?
Yeah.
That was 6 million. That will probably go for like 11, 12 right now.
Yeah, I think I'll sell it.
I can see. I think he'll end up selling it. It's a Kansas City pedigree as well, which I don't think it matters. It's still Action. It's just Action Comics #1. It doesn't matter whether it's a pedigree or not.
The dude that bought that Superman 1, that's gonna go in a junk drawer somewhere.
It was a private owner, though.
It's gonna go in a vault in the Saudi Arabia somewhere.
Yeah,
It's gonna be in Dubai, somewhere in the desert, in a nice humidified vault.
Yeah,
Speaking of that, where Iran is like underwater because they decided to do the cloud seeding like the Saudis did.
No.
And the Saudis flooded their area like a couple years ago doing the cloud seeding stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And Iran did it this week. And they don't really share it on
water.
Iran, well, they also don't have infrastructure for large water. It's not even just a sand thing. It's like you have to have drainage, you have to have sewers,
drainage,
irrigation.
The thing with weather manipulation, which was a conspiracy theory up until this year. Now everyone's pretending like they knew all along, which is just a highlight of my life. But they just weren't built for it. So I mean, they had like massive flooding. Like they're underwater as of yesterday, even. But it's wild.
That's like China. They're trying to they have so much. China.
Sorry, Bobby.
They have so much like desert, and they're just trying to like plant trees in it, and the trees just fucking die. And they're going and like spray painting mountainsides green just to make shit look like more lush. And it's
desert. How are you gonna plant trees?
You're gonna plant trees that are gonna die and spray paint fucking clay. You guys are fucked.
Just own it. Like Dubai, right? Apparently, like, the most beautiful city in the world.
No, if they have slaves, legit.
Depends on which direction you're looking, right?
But like Dubai, this like high-end city, they don't even have the infrastructure for when it rains hella hard, because I want to say last
fucking sandbox.
They got flooded. And it's like, dude, you're Dubai. You're supposed to be ready for this shit. What's going on? Zero infrastructure.
How could the Sahara be ready for a fucking flood? It's just not feasible.
I think Dubai is just an overrated city, in my opinion.
Make a sandcastle. Just have fun. Or get the
They got a fuck ton of money, a fuck ton of oil, and they live like Middle Eastern, like fucking middle-aged, like desert people, Bedouins. So it's like, how do you deal with that cultural clash? With all the fucking money that you could get any modern day technology, but you live like a fucking tent person.
Gaddafi was a Bedouin.
He was.
He was, but he was one of the rare ones that didn't get shunned for going to school, and he got sent to school. I compare him to the not knowing too much, but it makes me think of the film The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, how they're the tribe of people that were trying to protect the secret from ever getting out. You know how they had like the ride horses and the all black garbs and stuff?
Oh yeah, like in the John Wick. Like
But he ended up working with Brendan Fraser at the end to fight Imhotep.
Well, don't they like in Dubai?
The guy with the beard, yeah.
In Dubai, like they'll have like a Ferrari and it run out of gas, they'll just leave it on the side of the road and abandon it. Just be
They'll come back for it. In Dubai, you can get out of your car and leave your keys in the car and it won't get stolen.
Yep.
Dude, there's like Lamborghinis.
There's like Lamborghini police cars over there.
Just everywhere. Yeah. Dubai is so overrated. I'm cool. If I had the money to go anywhere in the world, I would not.
It's overrated.
I would rather go to Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina next year.
Hell yeah. Just for the breakfast.
Lamborghini?
Just for the breakfast.
Eamon, why do you say it's overrated?
Dubai, it's all flash and no substance, in my opinion. It really is.
Have you been?
I have.
There's a very shady side that you do not see in Dubai.
Yeah.
Let E-Man get this out.
There's just so many things that they say they offer, but it's not anywhere near it. Like they have like that that palm tree island, right? Oh, we have this palm tree in the middle of this.
Oh yeah, they built that island. Yeah.
I'm like, what? That's so dumb, right? Even the Burj Khalifa, right? That tallest building in the world, half of that is empty. It's just there for looks. People go there to be seen. It's like
It's like the ghost.
Beach.
It's like the ghost cities in China, entire cities, numerous, countless.
Yeah,
They don't have a single person in them because communism.
Yeah, and then like the
It's
drinking.
because they had a real estate bubble and thought they were going to just like build all of these massive complexes
Everybody
in
would
the
show
middle of
up.
fucking nowhere that
yeah,
no
it's
one
gonna be
wanted to
great.
live.
They didn't
And
even.
shocker,
They didn't even.
nobody wanted to
finish
move
them.
there.
Yeah, they didn't even
I'm
finish
cool.
them. They would
All
if they
flat.
wanted to build them and put people in them, they would have done it because the people wouldn't have a choice. But yeah, this is beyond just a real estate bubble.
They could make people.
Exactly.
Sure,
Yeah.
they could make
Like
people
this is your house now. Go.
get out of my way. Just go there and live.
They don't even have like
Don't
real.
run over you, run
In
over
China,
things.
they just have like 100-year mortgages.
Well, that doesn't sound
Like
a really
Trump
good
was
idea.
wanting to propose, and it's fucking stupid.
Not to be a contrarian, but they were proposing 50-year mortgages, and that's only an increase of 20 years from the last time we increased to 30-year mortgages, which that didn't collapse the economy, but made houses affordable at the time, and it actually worked out. Now everyone accepts the 30-year mortgages like it's nothing in the world. But just throwing that out there. All it does is get your monthly payment down. That's all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Or you die in the middle of paying off the.
Well, that was the argument when they first introduced the concept of the 30-year mortgage decades and decades ago. How is the bank going to guarantee that we get our money if they pass away before it's gone? And it's the same. Now you have this, rightfully so. You have the same concerns and debates about extending the 30-year to a 50-year. But they're also looking at other things about transferable loans. Like if you were locked in on a house and you're making payments and everything at a certain interest rate, and years go by that you can transfer your loan to a new house, because a lot of people are stuck where they're at, and there's a realization that a lot of potential homeowners are people that already own a home, but they're kind of stuck where it is because they're not willing to let go of their 6% mortgage rate for these current 17-16% mortgage rates and stuff.
So here we go. So some Chinese banks have offered mortgages with repayment periods that extend up to 100 years to stimulate the housing markets, particularly for older buyers. But these relay loans were intended to pass the mortgage to children if the elderly borrower couldn't repay. But the practice faced public backlash over concerns about transferring debt and was widely seen as a short-lived marketing tactic.
Yeah, can you imagine being in China and being born and your parents saying, Mazel tov, you're 16. Here's a house mortgage.
Yeah, you got another 98 years, bitch. We're dead.
In America, that's pretty funny. In America, people complain about dying and inheriting your wealth. In China, people are begging them not to hand me their debt when they die.
Yeah,
Please don't have your debt when you drop dead.
I just have to say this: just because it's a 30-year mortgage, you don't have to pay it off in 30 years. You could do it before that.
Yeah. And which that also gives you an advantage of being able to ultimately, as the buyer, get it for less than what the 30-year will be. You can knock out that principal and end up paying less on the interest in the back end. And you can do the same thing with that 50. But they're looking at a bunch of really interesting things with the housing market stuff right now.
They usually cap them at 30, but they leave you options to extend to
I got an idea that what they could do. They could quit letting these big corporations buy all the real estate up, and then nobody make it to where
that's something that they're looking at right now as well, Matt.
Jared's daddy.
There's stuff and conversations being had about for the next X number of years, like that BlackRock, Vanguard, and them cannot purchase real estate land, but you'd have to there's huge complications to that with the whole open market thing, and how would they even restrict that, from a legal standpoint and all that?
Just send Luigi after them.
They would have to do all kinds of weird stuff. That's a crazy thing to say, but that's a great point. And trying to keep get one huge aspect of the housing market being in the shape it is the amount of real estate that's been bought up by investment firms.
Mm-hmm. There's a gross gap in inequality. So because of that,
I didn't expect to talk about this on a live
think
stream
the,
today.
like
Friday.
six,
Yeah, it's Friday.
Expect
We'll
to
talk
talk
about
about
everything.
everything.
like the top
Yeah.
6 or 7 wealthiest people in America
Zero
own like
agenda show.
7% of Americans' assets. So.
Yeah, and this is what I don't like about
I think
investment
Paramount
firms is
buys
that they
her.
don't have a face, because these investment firms that are made up of like an accumulation of other
Soulless
businesses.
entities.
Yeah, it's a hypothetical business made up of the parts of other individual
Consumption
businesses
machine.
that own each other. Like if you look at all the actual investment owners of these huge investment firms, it's other businesses, and they all own each other. Like the same names are in all of them, and so there's no face to blame or anything. It's just a theoretical concept that's operating in the real world. It's just very odd.
It's really AI. I saw this ludicrous argument the other day. There was like one of their lobbyists was in Arizona trying to talk why Arizona should have one of those AI, like where they have the big servers and you have to have all the cooling water. And like somebody was like, made a comment like, yeah, that's where I want to set up one of those places in water poor Arizona.
Yeah.
Y'all see Teal dumped all of his NVIDIA stock right before everything crashed.
It's supposed
and
to
Tesla.
Wait, did
potentially
NVIDIA crash?
No, it's supposed to have it.
Wait.
It was supposed to have a huge drop
No, don't
today
say it.
because they were the current AI bubble is easily comparable to the Y2K Cisco routers.
Yes.
So in
The
1999,
overestimation of its promise when really it only delivers a certain thing. People think it's going to be the next godsend.
no,
It's
it's a supply and demand thing first and foremost. So in
That's
in
what
1999,
Y2K was
the internet was
overshooting
popping. Cisco owned like 80% of the market for routers. So everyone was investing into Cisco because they're the ones making it, and everyone needed routers. They're going to connect us all. And we didn't have them out there. But after a short amount of time, the next couple of companies with competing technology of routers started popping up. And then you have the unfortunate reality that now that I have a router, I'm good. So you had the leveling out of it. And that's what's happening with NVIDIA chips right now that are powering AI. They're the chip to have, and they have these crazy huge skyrockets. I mean, crazy huge. I think their market cap was like over $600 billion or even something more than that. It was ungodly. But they were about to report their shit today or late yesterday, and they were looking at only having like a 6% increase from the last quarter, which like going from like these astronomical increases, and that was going to supposedly scare the market to drop it down.
Yeah, and it slowed down a lot. And then now you're talking chips, like memory chips, RAM, like those things skyrocketed. I was in the market to purchase some new RAM. I was gonna rebuild my computer. 1 week, the RAM that I wanted was like 120, and then the next week it jumped up to 230. I'm like, it's for the same exact setup, and it's because all of these AI companies are gobbling up all of the RAM that they need for their AI setups
and servers and shit.
Well, that's the part that a lot of people don't talk about. The server room and energy. Did y'all know that they reopened 3 Mile Island?
Do you know that like fucking when I went to
Well,
Phoenix?
before you change the topic, did you hear about that? Did they
No.
open 3 Mile Island?
Did not know that.
So they're
Do you know they make big
reopened.
server spaces in fucking the desert? I said it.
They reopened 3 Mile Island. It's pumping out energy, and Microsoft bought 100% of the energy output for like the next decade or something to fund their server centers, like Caroline just mentioned, these massive server centers. So that's how much energy is in demand in our own country right now. That's how important energy is.
$1 billion server centers being built in Phoenix area in climate controlled buildings with little light, so with no humans.
That's what Matt was saying, with no water.
Yeah, no water, and you're doing it in Arizona of all places, which is it. Well, it says it's not reopened, but it is being in the process of reopening, right? Mm-hmm. 3 Mile Island, yeah.
Well, yeah. There's also fucking microchip Taiwanese companies putting their corporations on our land so China doesn't fucking threaten them, and we're allowing them to make microchips on our land. And obviously we benefit from that. But that's what I saw.
Well, wouldn't you want them making chips here? That's the whole point of like because in all reality, Taiwan is non-communist.
Gotta protect them at all costs, or we're fucked.
Yeah, protect Taiwan.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I need my tips.
And you know what, China, you're a bully. We're bullies too, but like, We're all bullies.
You're a bully.
okay?
The
So you
bully
just
calling
lay
the
off.
bully a bully. That's
Have you
funny.
seen? Have you seen where they're building? The
me show
Chinese
you
are
how
building
it's done,
artificial
yeah.
islands to like get so they can have places closer to
That's
Taiwan.
fucking China. They're doing that shit.
Yeah,
That's what
but they're
I'm talking
also,
about.
I think
That's
they're
what I'm
also
talking
doing
about,
it in like just outside international waters.
Yeah.
So that way they don't have to follow certain certain national rules. And
They know
they're
how to
outside-
skirt, and they always have, just like we have too.
But Taiwan gets hit with like hurricanes, so I don't know if that's a good
Yeah, I mean
You
Taiwan
know
gets
who
bullied.
you know who doesn't get hit with hurricanes?
California.
The
Zeus.
the eastern seaboard in 2025.
Cool.
Oh yeah, no hurricanes touched or the United States this year. And even
What
the
happens
hurricanes,
when you
That means
defund
you're all
HARP?
dead next
they're
year.
like, nope, we're not touching the US. They're crazy.
They were just like, we ran out of juice, y'all. We fucking ran out of juice. We've been hitting.
That's what happens when you defund HARP.
No, when you defund shit, it
When you
just doesn't
defund
happen.
HARP.
Heart, yeah, I got that reference. I know what you're talking
Thank you.
about. Something's wrong with your screen, Mark.
No, there's everything
it's-
right with the
It's
screen.
with
Oh,
cameras on me.
No, okay.
I thought he
So
was
you
like,
censored your face out.
I thought he was
Yeah,
doing
the webcam is covering the computer cam a little bit. Yeah, but you mentioned HARP and the camera goes weird.
Coincidence?
I think not.
There it
There
is.
you go. The truth is out there.
There it is.
Yo, I'm gonna hop off. Peace out, my people.
Yeah, we're after 11. I'm about to hop off. I'm gonna put the Christmas lights
Later.
up on the house and then put out my my new inflatable Christmas flamingo. I've got my regular light up flamingo already on the porch.
Are you gonna make a live stream for that? I would love to see the flamingo go up.
Okay,
Whoa.
I'll think about it.
Family show here, Izzy. He does that in private, okay?
Right, guys.
You're a low key.
Exactly. Well, we're hurricane tariffs. We tariff the hurricane.
Hurricane tariffs, baby.
That's they don't want to come with the tariffs.
Yeah, charges, not good.
All right, I'm out too. You guys be
All right,
safe.
guys.
Everyone, thank y'all.
See you
Peace out.
guys.
Have a good day.
Have a good week.